start that up. Cool. So, ignore the setting of a bar. It's just a little placeholder for you all to fuck about in while we're waiting around. Last your stuff. And you should all full access to your tokens and should only be able to see your own health bars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So, because of pulling together backstories and whatnot, the story, so for the present day, you're on the light cruiser. There we go. Great start. The Sovereign Venture, owned by Sarvis Trask, a family friend to the Constantines. However, you all came together about 2 weeks ago at the start of this venture, after a, shall we call it a coming of age gala for Theodore the Third, Constantine, when he received his sort of registration on the family writ. Hendrickson and Lucius, you'll have both been pulled from a couple of areas of the family fleet and brought aboard the Grand Lord Constantine's battleship, the Bountiful Covenant, to meet your new rogue trader that you'll be sort of working under for the foreseeable future. This is the night of aforementioned gala, so I imagine aforementioned rogue trader may possibly be a little bit on the inebriated side, but I'll leave that for him to decide. That's a
Let's
yes.
whiskey go.
So, we'll just do a quick little sort of let you all introduce yourselves to each other, I suppose, and then we'll get back to the present and get stuck cleaning. So, Lucius and Hendrickson, you will have been sort of escorted up to a meeting room of sorts, sort of in the upper decks of the ship, and have walked into a boardroom of sorts to see. I don't know, Matt. What sort of state would Theodore be in at this point? Sorry, Lord Constantine be in at this point of the night. We'll call it sort of 2 in the morning. The gala may have started quite early on in the evening.
He's drunk himself sober once. He's well on his way again. Probably a couple of tactical chunders.
Fair enough. I imagine it to be a rather. I was going to say, Sandwich. What state would Jack be in? How would his night have went looking after the young charge all evening?
Completely sober. Wouldn't be drinking anything. Wouldn't dare.
Fair enough.
How
Okay.
very boring.
Fair enough. Well, so Hendrickson and Lucius, feel free to walk on into the room, and you see this. What would be the opinions? Would you introduce yourselves, or what would? What do you think?
Lucius would probably be running many theories going through his head, like, do I even bother introducing myself to a drunk man? Will I have to introduce myself later? What sort of energy am I expending here? But he'll simply he'll give a very unflattering greeting, and just by nodding and saying, "My lord, I am Lucius. I'm your explorator."
Sup, Lucius?
Great start. While the instructions are going on, could Lucius and Hendrickson both give me a perception test at a +10, please? Should technically be awareness, but we'll not worry about that for the minute. Oh, fantastic. Lucius, on the way in, you're
Jesus.
optics Megadendrite picked up a figure in the corner, just sort of lurking there. And Hendrickson, I believe you're more fixated on which
The
chair you could
bar.
possibly collapse in. Yeah. You know what? For simplicity's sake, we'll say the room's set up sort of fairly similar to this private bar and all that stuff.
Aye.
Fair enough. Well, unless there's any particular interactions any of you would like to have, that would be sort of the general introductions for the night, and you'll have all been given sort of temporary room of sorts until the next morning, where Hendrickson and his crew will have transported you all across to the Sovereign Venture, and will have left Scintilla for Port Maw, stopped off there briefly, and head on out to the salvage area, an old battle site where Theodore has the salvage rights to the Emperor's Bounty. Sorry, yeah, the Emperor's Bounty.
So, how long after is this?
You'll spent about, I believe, if my map's correct. I have a map. I need to show this off. This is awesome. So,
And hazard guess and say it's long enough that you are now sober.
oh
Ooh.
yes, you're most definitely
that's-
sober at this point.
Yeah, I was wondering what level of hungover I was going to be working with.
You can be as sober as you want to be during the voyage. So, you'll note Scintilla being in the sort of center of the Clixa sector on the right. Shit. Okay. Fair enough. Well, in that case, it's taking you about 2 months to get to Port Wander. I would assume all of you have
Good
been
lord.
making yourselves useful in some shape or another aboard the Sovereign Venture.
hmm
And we'll say you spent another. I did scale this right. I did scale this right. Yeah. I spent about another month getting out into the Cronus sector, or Cronus Expanse even, to get to the salvage site. So, how much? Actually, we'll call it sort of 3 weeks to get out of the battle. So, say it's up here somewhere. How about that?
Plenty of time for some sweet TLC on Persephone.
Yes. So, as far as roles and stuff are concerned, so Hendrickson's going to be effectively your gun cutter pilot. That's a gun cutter specifically assigned to Theodore for his transporting his personal effects and being, it's a reliable pilot for him, I guess.
Chauffeur.
Chauffeur, yes, that's
Yes.
that's how you've
Desire
seen
to
it.
stay in cockpit and lock it intensifies.
Well, then you're right. If he's on your boat, it's your boat, and you have the authority. I was
I
gonna say
have full
for
control over the doors.
yes, and for shall we say roleplay purposes, you have the rank of first lieutenant in the Imperial Navy, specifically flight marshal in this case. Yeah. I was gonna say. So I mean, I assume what do you think everybody would be sort of up to during these almost 3 months of transport aboard somebody else's ship? So Lucius, would you be sticking sort of with the gun cutter as you're essentially the de facto engine seer for it, in absence of Theodore specifically assigning another sort of tech priest to it, or
Yeah, that would make sense. For now, he would be sticking with the gun cutter, I suppose.
fair enough. And during this time, I'm sure Theodore will be getting seen to all the fanciness and all the various meals and all that sort of stuff with all the officers and all the various ends of the ship and shadowing in this case Lord Captain Trask about the ship, getting a feel for what it is to lead a ship and what sort of decisions he should be making, what decisions he shouldn't be making, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so
I would have gone on board, not with the rest, on my own. So I think only one person spotted me so far, and the rest of the time I'll spend in the bowels of the ship,
fair enough.
unless called for.
Works for me. Okay, so you have arrived at the salvage grounds, and your target, the Emperor's Bounty, has been marked out by the various optics and scanners on board. The recommended way is, of course, to take a gun cutter across.
Yes.
As for the specifics, I will let you figure that out. How would you like to go about this? Theodore?
I believe it is our charge's decision mainly.
Mainly yes.
He's passed out from the Amasec again.
Indeed. The finest of the Amasec that the Trask could offer.
I didn't realise I had my mic turned off. My bad.
Great start.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Suggestions?
To clarify, this debris field is 3 megameters in diameter. That's 300,000 kilometers.
Mhm.
And the Emperor's Bounty is in a sort of more dense cluster. So the Sovereign Venture is as close as it's ever going to get.
My time to fly.
Well, let's get going then. Where's my chauffeur?
Re.
Case. Risco, here's the. I've even got a thing for the gun cutter. I'm so happy I found this.
Top end.
I put it all in like fairly generic slots. You should be able to move around and do all that sort of stuff. For now though, is there anything else you would like to do to prepare to go over? Is there any perhaps equipment you might want to request or anything like
Hmm. I want to do a maintenance check on my weaponry.
that? It's all fine. It's been a fairly
Lucius is putting on his void suit, considering we're going on a derelict. That's pretty much all the special preparation he does.
I'm going to lock the cockpit door. Need no interference.
okay.
I'll be in the corner as well. Corner
Fair
somewhere, preparing weapons and getting into the void suit.
Yeah, void suit sounds like a reasonable precaution.
Yes.
Everybody gets a void suit.
So,
If that's everything, he's ready to Keep yourselves on out then.
Aye.
Okay then.
Let's go.
So, for navigating the debris field, I will require a piloting test from Hendrickson. This be a pilot spacecraft flat.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. That's a good start to the rolls. Let's hope they keep up like that.
What do you mean good start? My first roll was fucking abhorrent.
Well, you know, for meaningful rolls.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Cool.
Where it counts.
So, your flight crew are on point today, and with Lucius, you're helping out with the various aspects, stuff like that. You're able to navigate a very clean path through, and get yourselves up beside the bounty without any issues. So, how do you plan on getting on board?
Easy. Very good point.
Yeah, I thought it was.
How would one normally get on board? Would there be a docking tube or something?
There would. You would know that in some cases there's a hangar bay. There could be essentially like what's called a void lock, it's just an airlock essentially. Docking port, as it were. All fairly common.
Hmm. I'd imagine our taxi driver would be the best suited to pick out the best landing spot.
Yes. Wait. I roll a perception to see if I can find any somewhat functional.
Likely looking.
Yeah, I was going to say, feel free to use your Mark 1 eyeball and give me a -10 perception test.
Can't he use his Mark 2 eyeball?
We're eyeballing it.
Haha.
We're so dead.
Fuck you.
Not bad. Cool. So you see a section of ship where there's normally, well, you would recognize as normally the sort of spot in a ship that would have void locks. You haven't seen any specifically, because you know you're a bit far out. So you're going towards the right direction, and you know from experience, using one of the ship's specs would give you an exact location of a void lock to dock at.
Or specs, you say?
So this will need a +10 tech use. Gee, I wonder if the party has anybody that would be particularly good at operating an Auspex.
Yeah, sure, Lucius would step up and use it.
I was more hoping somebody would recommend you for that, but yes. So yeah, tech use a +10, as well as any other bonuses you probably have for it.
I doubt my combi tool comes into use because I'm not using it.
Okay then, well let's tech use a
Fuck.
+10 then.
Why, Dolan?
So the scanners haven't been used for a little while, and you realize this, recalibrate them and have another go. It's a free reroll. Hey, there we go. So now
Huzzah!
now you've got the all specs recalibrated properly, you find a rather ideal docking port up near the bridge of the ship. It's about 3-4 decks down.
Let's go.
Fantastic. Give me another piloting test at a +20, please. You get it all nice and lined up, so the auto docking procedure has no real. It doesn't really need to do anything, so it doesn't mess up on you. And you just get all locked in, and you reckon it's gonna be a fairly safe spot, protected from any stray debris that may come around as well. The seal locks on your end, and any of the lights around the door go green. Disembark when ready.
Sweet.
Now, I will clarify one thing for Lord Constantine. He would know that for the writ of salvage to be valid, he has to be the one to set foot on it first. Not to mention the glory that comes with setting foot on a vessel such as.
Yeah, I was about to stride forward anyway, so that's fine.
just clarifying that.
Yeah. So yeah, I stride forward and make my way through to the other ship.
Sweet. So that is effectively the Emperor's Bounty. It's the same kind of ship anyway. It's a for exactly what kind of ship it is. It's a light cruiser at any rate, and it's one of the bigger meteor ones. Normally have a crew of about 100,000 on them. However, you do notice very quickly that there's definitely not 100,000 crew lying around.
Oh, good. They must be elsewhere.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice anything suspicious?
By all means.
How do I do perception again? It's been a while.
Excuse me. The character sheet's all set up, so if you just click literally where it says perception on the
Oh,
character
okay.
sheet, that will bring up the macro for you. Just do it. Give me a plus 20.
Where's that?
You just put 20. You don't need to put the plus in. Cool. So a quick but thorough glance around the entry room. The lights are rather dim. The vessel would appear to be operating on like minimal or emergency power, for example. There's a couple of doors on the opposite side of the entry room that have red lights around them to either sealed off completely. And the general stench that it sort of gets through the respirators a little bit. It's not nice. It's very dusty, I think might be the way to describe it. Similarly, the amount of maintenance that's obviously gone on the last God knows how long. General layer of like dust and grime across the whole place. Over in the corner, see a couple of corpses.
Right, I see. I've noticed a couple of corpses in the corner over there. Maybe we should have a look at what happened. If I roll perception on the corpses, have I noticed anything?
I was going to say this a Medicaid test would be ideal in this case. Anyone have anything maybe a little bit more relevant? If not, I think an intelligence test would probably do at minus 20.
I got nothing.
Who's the medic?
Okay, yeah,
I just command them to get up on their feet.
You should see everyone standing around these corpses.
Surely that will work.
I was going to say, Lucius would see all these people standing around the corpses and he would head over with the skull probe and start conducting a search of the body, I guess.
Give me. Let's see, you've got Medicaid Megadendrite, don't you?
Yep.
And you've also got Medicaid. Yeah, give me a Medicaid roll up +10.
I was going to say I don't have a Medicaid yet. It's untrained. I get it at rank 2.
Oh, right, okay. Well, roll it anyway, I guess. You got the Megadendrite. So that'll be sort of half your intelligence, but +10
Was-
plus your
it
Megadendrite.
was- Yeah, so it would be +20. Nope.
Okay, does anybody have logic?
Yes.
Give me logic at +10, anyone that has it.
Can I use my air of authority? Oh, never mind.
Oh, you may, yeah. You can tell it to
I mean-
stand up with a bit more authority, and you might get somewhere.
No, it's is it air of authority.
Can I intimidate him?
This time with
Just
failing.
No, what is it?
Fucking-
No, what was it? I've got something that
Officer-
gives like a +10 to skill checks.
Oh, that's your thing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's your like class special ability. So you
I
can
will
add,
dr-
add 10 for that. But not needed in this case.
No, that's what I was like. Nope.
Lucius, you come to the conclusion that these people died of asphyxiation. So the weapons aren't drawn. Most of the any of the corpses you see around this room are generally near doors if they've been trying to escape, and there are no obvious wounds on them.
Is anybody not wearing a void suit?
I'm pretty sure everyone is.
Yeah, we've got
Has
on.
anybody checked if there's any air?
Who's trying to take the helmet off first?
Shotgun, not me. Does anybody have any way of checking without taking the helmet off?
My character will just kind of step in the shadow she was standing in and point at a console.
Someone want to go check that console?
Yeah, sure. So after Lucius has finished checking over the corpses, he'll relay to his lord. These crew suffocated just by pointing dismissively at the bodies. There's no signs of battle damage, and they may as well have died where they stood.
Okay.
Shall I check this console?
Please do.
While he does that, can I see what gear on the corpses? Is it worth looting?
I'll tell you right now, there's nothing worth looting. It's a standard like naval uniform and like a last pistol in a hip. There's nothing.
That's any clips.
Yeah, there's like one spare in each of them, I guess. If you really want.
We
Nice
effectively
little
get the
title.
ship for free. I wouldn't bother.
Yeah. But yeah, take your suit plus 30. This is very routine.
Oh. There's always a constant trait with your characters, Sandwich.
For fuck's sake.
Oh wow. Doing
I'm a
well
lure.
tonight.
Jesus.
That was an 80% chance.
Does anybody else know how to use the computer?
I was gonna say we can just do a reroll again. Roll again if you want. The computers haven't been used for a little while. The cogitators are a bit slow.
95
Turn it
out
off,
of 100.
Can I just smash it?
I feel like you might be seeing slightly more frustrated
fine.
typing
I don't think
from
that will help.
Lucius in the console at this point.
Surely we should see visibly that there's air, like we'd see dust floating around and that sort of shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's probably some indicator around you. or at least the the gravity's obviously still active. You can tell that much. The void suit's obviously built in through like mag boots and stuff like that, but you can tell from how your bodies feel. At least there's definitely gravity, and
Can I roll an inquiry check? Or
see if you have anything more. I don't know. Just give me like an intelligence check at like plus
I'll
20.
do an awareness text.
Also works.
Flat.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
God damn it.
Okay. To save you all the pain, yes, there is air.
are there any like scarves and door frames nearby?
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
See why they might have asphyxiated.
No. Like I said, some of the
Okay.
doors are the indicators in each of the doors sort of will tell you what state the room is in the other side. It's green, it's all clear. Amber is sort of possibly damaged or partially exposed to void. Red is completely uninhabitable, or like it's unable to be pressurized, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm keeping the void suit on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now that you've established all that, how would you like to proceed?
Is there any consoles that would indicate we can get through the other doors?
I mean, you can tell by the lights on top of them as to where you can go. You can. There's
Go to a door that's not red.
I was gonna say there's a door in sort of east direction, but where would you like to be going in the ship? Well, how do you think? What do you think you'd like to do here as far as salvaging the ship or figuring out what went wrong with it?
Probably to the bridge and
Yeah.
reprimand the captain for or whoever's in charge for leaving litter lying around.
I was gonna say if
Go reprimand him for asphyxiating his crew and himself.
I was gonna say I don't think it's a spoiler for saying that he's probably dead by this point, but if that's your intention, you feel free.
I mean, I'm an optimist, so
Goddamn 41st millennials.
Sorry, what's your intelligence score? I feel
Me,
like I might need to take a few points off at this rate.
my intelligence is 37, but my logic is 18.
Touche. Okay, fair enough. So we'd just like to work your way up to the bridge then.
Indeed.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So, you will note, you find it fairly easy to get on the computer and sort of figure out a way up. Likewise, looking at any sort of signs and various doors around the place and walls, you find a fairly clear path on up to the bridge. You do come across some doors along the way that are completely locked down, even though they say that it's viable on the other side, but obviously there's been a lot of damage done over time, and the system isn't working quite as intended. So
Can I? I was gonna say, can I do a perception check on the door to see if they're damaged enough for me to like tear open?
I mean, do you have any cutting equipment with you?
I have an axe.
You have a chain axe.
Cut. If I hit it hard enough.
Not quite enough for a bulkhead.
That's why I see how many damaged it was. See if it's possible to maybe get through it.
I'm going to use my combat knife to cut through this redwood.
Basically, yeah.
Great success.
But yeah, I mean,
Would a power sword have any effect?
I mean, but you know, best analog for that is Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon Jinn in the at the very start. That's the best comparison
Well.
for that, to be honest.
It worked though.
It would work, but it would take
Who
a
else
fucking
has
long time.
Who else has a power sword? No.
No, not quite. I was gonna say there are cutters and stuff that would get through this, but you just haven't thought to bring any, I'm afraid. So bad luck on that. You just have to get through via technology. However, the bridge would probably be able to unlock doors for you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To the bridge.
fair enough. I'm happy enough to just sort of lunges at the door. See what you think. Boom. Feel free to rearrange yourselves. The door is in front of you.
So, what lights are around this door?
The door is sealed up at the minute. You'll have to open it in some shape, form, or fashion.
If there's a panel, Lucius will approach it and try and use it.
Fair enough. Give me flat tech use. Oh, nice. Cool. Delete this. So, in front of you is the bridge of the bounty. In the middle of the room is the captain's chair, as you will be familiar. Below him, obviously, the various consoles of the various peoples that keep it all working. Everybody you can see from here appears to have died off in the same sort of way as everybody you've seen in the ship so far. That sort of wouldn't say mummified as such, but
Emaciated.
yeah,
Desiccated.
desiccated would be accurate.
That's a
yes.
good word.
Yes.
All shriveled up a tiny little bit. But obviously there's been very little movement, and there just isn't really any vermin in the ship either, so the corpses have been left largely untouched except by time.
Someone want to check if they're dead?
Yeah, why not?
Did they die at the same time as the rest, or what happened?
If Lucius had a face, he would probably put like a really sort of expression, but I guess he would tentatively approach the nearest corpse on the stairs and analyze it like he did the previous.
Fair enough.
Just slow blinking gif.
It's pretty obvious that it is pretty much the same deal as before. This guy you're inspecting though appears to have like higher ranking officers, like rank slides and stuff on him. You'd assume to be like one of the more senior deck officers. And also worth noting is that he's lying like head down the stairs as if he's maybe fallen back. Or slid down the stairs, something along those lines.
Is the bridge fully lit up?
Yeah, it's fairly similar lighting to the map actually, I would say. Large amount of light coming from the consoles themselves, but
Yes.
otherwise that sort of dim sort of combat lighting, I suppose you could describe it.
So all the consoles are emitting the well, For data, basically.
I mean, a lot of
Mhm.
screens would from where you're standing, you wouldn't really be able to see a lot of them, but I don't think you'd be able to see any from where you're standing. But from a general point, they would all seem to be on, or at least idling in some shape, form, or fashion, where you can see
Okay.
anyway.
So I stride towards the chair. And is this somebody, a corpse in the chair?
You could say that. So
What's in it? What's in the chair?
So I was going to say, if you see the guy beside the chair, you would note that this guy here would appear to be the captain, and the guy in the chair it looks a lot more like a navigator to you.
Push him out the chair and proclaim you are the captain now.
Would there be any precedent for this? Or is this completely...
Give me a perception check at a plus 30.
And I can just put in 30.
Just put in 30, yeah.
Ooh.
You notice you notice
Close.
you notice a device or a bronze like worm. It has attached itself to what would normally be the navigator's third eye, his forehead. As soon as you take notice of it, it starts glowing, and corpses around you start sort of taking.
I
Imagine
told you to check if they're dead.
Imagine slowly powering up machines. There's sort of like a muscle twitching here, a muscle twitching there, and they're all.
I draw my
Nope,
power
nope,
sword.
No.
And
And
immediate.
no further movements.
Yep.
I'm going to get you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
This is why I stay in my cockpit.
So, 2 seconds. I'm going to grab the. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to get the initiative macro. So we'll sort that out for now. I'll sort that out for the break whenever we fancy doing that.
So,
where is...
Okay, so initiative is a D10 plus your agility bonus. I'll add y'all in manually, for simplicity's sake.
plus.
This is 4, isn't it? For me.
Nice. Can never remember if higher is better.
Ooh, natural.
Who's having the good old chow down there?
Sandwich. Shut the fuck up.
Sounds like a crisp sandwich.
It sounds like he's dove nose first into a Pringle tube.
I know, right? Kilson, I'm just going to say your service acts in the same turn as you for simplicity's sake.
Yep, makes sense.
Just having to do any fandangling.
Is it higher or lower that starts first?
Oh, higher's better.
Syntax with the perfect roll.
Good start.
Very nice.
Unlike me.
Rip. You don't have initiative, you're a millennial.
Ah,
Haha.
None of us are millennials here, are we?
Technically, no.
we all are, aren't we?
Well,
Technically. It's Gen Z is the newest one.
oh yeah, that was it. Cool.
I need to search. Millennials 81 to 96. Fuck!
Fuck.
We're all millennials now!
Okay. Syntax starts off.
Right,
Oh.
which one? Well, there's the one in the chair, and then there's one to the side of the chair, and the one directly in front of Kill's character. The ones that are directly in front of us.
Yes. Anything that isn't marked with an X, consider active.
Okay. Well, the one right in front of the Kill's character, is it clear sight to it, or is it blocked by?
It's going to be one of those partially obstructed. So if you have a particularly nasty failure, you will hit him. But
What about the one on the right of the captain's chair?
I'll give you a shot at that. Yeah.
Okay. Half action, aim, and shoot.
Okay. Fantastic. Won't even bother rolling the extra dice because I can guarantee with that he's gone already. So,
Oof.
what was the captain? Gets sort of blasted off the platform with the first shot.
I should say, by the way, that it's a sniper rifle she was using, so you can actively see it.
The shot sort of catches the ex-captain in the shoulder and sort of sends him spinning, falling off the platform. Hendrickson.
Can get a shot on that guy, can't I?
I'll give you a shot if you move forward a little bit. That's that
There?
you basically this platform up here is about head height to all
Yeah,
these guys.
so he would have been partially obstructed by the.
Right. So you
yeah,
just wouldn't really
okay.
be able to see him.
There we go.
So yeah.
Then take a shot. I've just moved. I can't half aim or anything like that.
I was gonna say I've got everything set up, so there's no grid to work with. So the rule of thumb, up to half your agility bonus in meters is a half action, and then if you want to move, double your agility bonus is a full action, obviously. Running and charging is slightly different, but I believe all those numbers will be listed on your character sheets.
There's the ruler.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, that would have been fine then. Yeah, half action aim.
I was going to say you cannot do a half action aim because, well, the aim will carry over to the next turn if you aim now. Otherwise, it's just a flat attack.
Right, flat attack then.
You will get a bonus for being under half range weapon, so that'll be a plus 10.
Oh, shit, wrong one.
Was it?
I just rolled damage.
Ah, okay.
That's why it's the wrong one.
I'm not going to let you keep that.
Help me out, Phil. It's been a while.
So it should be the R you have there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, there.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Yep. Very nice. The similar case here. The thing sort of was just starting to sort of turn around and look at you, but sort of dealt with that rather quickly. So not doing much looking anymore. Jax.
Is it 1 agility per meter?
Effectively?
Alright then, I'm going for this guy.
Dead.
Full sprint charge. Oh, never mind. I'm not going for him.
I was going to say, anything with an X is
I'm not going to give it to you.
best put inactive, I think would be more accurate.
Right, that one there then.
That one there, okay.
Well, I go full sprint at him and slash down vertically with my chain axe.
Oh, cool. If you want to do that, I'm going to take a difficult agility test from you for jumping downstairs like that.
Okay.
Cool. First off, give me your weapon skill. Give me the attack roll.
Okay, what's that again?
So basically, you just press the R beside your thingamajig.
The
My
weapon.
finger jig.
Yeah, your chain axe.
At the end of the weapon mini table is
Yeah,
an
at the
R.
bottom right, there's an R. Yeah.
Alright. And that modifier? Flat.
Charging is a +10, I believe. However, a shit agility roll will throw the whole thing off anyway. So, just roll that attack as normal. So it'll be a +10. Fantastic. Now give me an agility test at -20.
Ooh!
Fucking hell.
Oh, you lucky fuck.
I know.
Adu Paco!
Leroy!
That's an exact pass. Cool.
Pass is a pass.
Pass is indeed a pass. I'm not gonna. So basically, you jump on down. And, gonna say, well, it wasn't the most direct hit, but you leave a rather large gash from through the shoulder blade down halfway down his belly. Lucius,
Am I in combat with this dude?
I do not consider you in combat, as neither of you have attacked each other yet.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull out my Pyre Axe with Quick Draw, and I'm gonna do an all-out attack. So that's +20 to my weapon skill. Cannot dodge or parry though.
Indeed, it is. Carry on.
Ugh.
Would you like to re-roll that?
What, using Edge? Or not Edge? What's it called? Fate Point?
Fate point, yes.
Yeah, and
I may as well, honestly.
Yeah, with 3 fate
I
points.
scream, kill the bastard, and give him an extra +10.
Okay, yeah. Nice. It's a very successful hit. Cool. Also goes down. Fantastic. Theodore.
I go for the prick in the chair. Power sword.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to move up to him, by the way.
This can only go
I was
well.
gonna say like half. It's literally like a half move, so you're like here basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
And normal attack then.
Yep.
Regardless of that, would you like to reroll that? I think if you got like a whole load of fate points.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I've got,
dude,
like,
fuck yeah, reroll that
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, reroll.
Just FYI, Matt's got
Yeah.
5 fate points.
Huh?
Matt's got 5 fate
I've got
points.
5 fate points.
Cool. So,
It'll be up and down like a yo-yo.
is for the very first time you've ever swung this power sword in anger at something. As soon as your sword reaches within about sort of 10 centimeters of the chair, an angry looking red colored sort of shell, energy shell of sorts, appears, a field, whatever you want to call it, appears around the chair and its inhabitant. Your sword bounces off it.
Spicy.
Hmm.
Kill the bubble boy.
Let's see if I
And my...
I was going to say, I don't actually have anything relevant to figure out what this is. Let's see. I can take any tests from characters with scholastic lore pertaining to legends, the occult, or anyone with Tactica Imperialis can make a flat test.
Rip.
Oh,
I've
I
got,
had.
I've got Common Law of the Machine Cult and Forbidden Law Archaeotech.
Either require.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Astromancy, Archaic, and Bureaucracy.
I have Scholastic Law Tactical and Common Law.
Oh, Yeah, Sandwich, you've got Tactica Imperialis.
Yep.
Give me a flat roll on that. You recognize it's some sort of psi shield.
Thanks for that.
That's the sight shield, that.
I noticed.
Don't know of any weaknesses of it. We'll have to depower it.
You know that it's. I was going to say with 1.9, you know psychers can make them, and the better the psycher is, the better the shield is. There's something to do with the warp in there, but that's about all you can figure out.
Hit it with enough shit it might break. There you go. Welcome to your lesson with Sandwich, not the science guy.
Cool. We roll around to this zomble here. What did I say? They're not zombies. Right, he's going to move up to Sandwich and give him a whack.
How you dodge roll?
I haven't
Yeah.
rolled the attack yet, but you can. You're allowed dodge,
Yeah.
yes.
Right, do you have to dodge? Dodge. Is it flat or?
It will be a flat dodge roll, yes. I need to roll the attack first, though.
Oh, right.
Oh, cool. Well, you've already rolled, so I'm just going to count that.
I always forget you just attack first.
Nope, not hit anyway.
Thankfully. It's 5.4.
This one down here, sort of lazily brings up a las pistol. Goes to take a shot at Constantine. It's gonna be very successful. That's what I thought. Yeah. So there's like a lazy shot goes sort of wide past you. Background to syntax.
Is Constantine classed as in combat now with the entity?
I would indeed class him as in, well, just about in combat with Psi Shield at the very least, yes. Remember that's only for like very critical failures.
Oh yeah, no. I'll take half action aim and shoot him. He's under half range as well.
Yeah, shooting at the back of the
Okay.
chair effectively, yeah. Nice. Give me 2d10 for your extra damage.
How many degrees of success is maximum?
There is no maximum, but the accuracy trait sort of drops off after a point.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, nice. Give me
Jesus.
ballistic roll, same conditions, or just roll the hit again, sure. And we'll take the d10 out of that.
I can't wait to see this guy get turned into flying mince.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That's another 10 out of that damage. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm all for it exploding off those dice, but it's not going to explode twice off them, I'm afraid. So yeah, that is 27, 36 damage in one shot.
Ooh.
Yeah. However, all the same, the shield absorbs it. You see the slug, like, almost like sort of spin out on the shield and sort of fall to the ground at the back of the thing, back of the chair, right at the edge of the field. Hendrickson.
Who's the one in the chair and that one?
Yep.
I'll take a shot at this guy then.
Okay.
Half aim. So plus 10? What am I rolling?
Plus 20, I believe. Using your what was it using again?
Bolt.
A bolt pistol. Yeah, still below half range for you. So yeah, plus 20 with half aim and below half range. Yes. You take a chunk out of the console behind him.
Oh no.
Jax.
Right, I'm gonna swat this guy with a horizontal axe slash.
Twat him. Cool. Give me an attack roll.
Swat. Flat. Or plus 10.
Flat in this case. Yes. Somehow.
Fuck.
Would you like to reroll it?
Yeah.
Cool. Much like the rest of them, massive gash across the front of him and sort of flops to the ground. Lucius.
So after watching, I guess, a successful melee hit on the navigator, which is absorbed, and a crack shot from the assassin is also ignored. Lucius turns to Constantine and says, "Lord, we must withdraw." And he'll start heading towards the nearest console, which can try and open the door behind them.
Okay.
Whereabouts would that be?
Pretty much any of the consoles on deck would probably do the job.
Okay.
There's just empty console right at the front here. We'll say that.
Which one ping again? Okay. Run 18 meters.
Yeah, comfortably. Cool. Give you any. I'd be alright. Doing fine. Okay. Since that's full action, shoot till next turn. Theodore. What are you thinking of this situation? I'd like to try and do.
Can I see anything around the guy that's not in the bubble?
The guy within the bubble?
Yeah, is there anything I don't know, like weird tendrils or anything sticking out of the bubble, or is he entirely self-contained?
Sure. Give me a perception tested plus 30. Nice. So you recognize that he's sort of plugged into the chair, and look around the room. You'll note that all the wires, down below your feet, and over to the massive wiring looms that are running below the gantries running around. But as far as the guy himself, the navigator, he is perfectly well contained within his warp bubble.
Cool. So what can I do? What can I do?
You will also note that he is not wearing any breathing apparatus, so that you'd surmise from that this entire area has been pressurized the whole time.
So hang on. There's wires going from him to the seat.
From him to the seat, and from the seat to the rest of the end of the massive wiring looms either end. Yeah, it's the capsule
Cool.
chair, so it will control the whole ship. So
Cool. How much of an action is it to draw a sidearm?
half action if you don't have quick draw.
I do not have. So yeah, I draw a bolt pistol and have a crack at the this guy down here, so he doesn't
Okay.
attack my tech guy, because I might have questions for him.
And clarify, this is in your offhand that you're shooting, yes?
Sure.
Okay, in that case, give me ballistic at range. -10.
Ballistic including range.
Well, roll your roll your attack, put it at -10 because you're using your offhand and you don't have
I see.
ambidextrous. So
Yeah, is that good?
yeah,
One in it.
yeah, you rolled a 1.
-1.
So yeah, but it's also a headshot. Holy shit, that was okay. Give me another attack roll, same thing. Do the same thing again, basically. Your bonus damage. But yeah, it's another attack at -10. Okay, fair enough. No bonus damage. Cool. So yeah, you actually straight up blow the head off this one.
Sweet.
Straight up, just gone. Gonna put a little mark on him. Says got no head left.
And yeah, I just shot some words of encouragement to the tech guy.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give you 1 round of free combat, free talking, as it were. I give you all around to do something. So, Dax, any comments or actions you may want to take?
Yeah, 2 things. This is going to try and open the door. Or maybe 3 things, I'm not sure. Try and access ship logs and try and get some sort of overall reading of the ship.
Okay.
Can you not just open a window?
Give me a tech use at a flat tech use actually for this.
Fuck's sake. I'm terrible at this. This is quite important, seeing as this is opening the door so that we can escape. So I'm going to use my second fate point on this.
Okay.
Do it well, I guess, with tech +10. It's every round, right? It's
To
gonna
give
get
words of
tiring.
encouragement.
Open the bastard door.
I was gonna say if it's reroll, it's reroll, so it will occur in the same round. We'll pretend the first roll didn't happen, sort of thing, as far as time consumption is concerned.
Well,
Fantastic.
okay.
So you make progress towards opening the door, but you haven't got it open quite yet.
During this free time, I'm just going to take a step to this side, so I've got more of a vantage point.
Sweet enough.
I'm going to move up to the stairs so I can see the guy in the chair. I'm going to... What else can I do?
I'm gonna say you don't have too much more mileage. I'm considering, you're still using combat actions as far as your limitations.
Is there any way I can shout at him and try and intimidate him to turn off his fucking shield?
You feel free to shout away. Shouting is a free action. You can even try and intimidate.
I'm going to try and intimidate. Because fuck it.
Give me an intimidate roll.
Get out the bubble, you fucking scrub.
Any modifiers or just flat?
Flat.
If I got a 0, that would be so funny.
Shockingly, he's not intimidated.
Can I re-roll?
If you want to reroll that, you can reroll that.
I'm going to do it. Oh, fuck it.
Rip.
So, you see some more corpses start shambling awake. Sort of start jittering a little bit like the other ones did. Anyone...
That's not some, that's a lot of.
Yeah, well, Theodore, you're the only person that hasn't acted yet, and this would be free time.
Okay, what do I know of captain's chairs?
Well, you know they feed into the rest of the computer, into the rest of the system. So if
Okay.
they're the master control leg of the ship, in theory.
Okay, and if you were to remove one, what would happen?
It would sort of default to like a more secondary system.
Cool. I'd see if I can cut underneath his bubble.
How so?
I have a power sword.
Oh no, like in what sense? Like, what are you trying to do? Like,
Sever his connection to the rest of the ship by, like, swinging along the underside of his bubble, cutting any cords or anything that might be
okay.
doing shit. I just don't want him fucking about with my ship. I'm the captain here.
Interesting. Okay. I assume you're going for like the cables at the back of it or something. Yes.
Yeah, or just depends how big the bubble is. If it's
Okay, fair enough.
I just want to get between the bubble and the seat if possible.
Have a go then. Give me an intelligence check at a -20 to see if you, shall I say, to see how much attention you were paying when you hit the thing. See if you can sort of remember where the limits of the bubble would be. How about that?
Intelligence -20.
Fair enough. So if you want to if you'd like to attempt, sort of cutting out, first attempt would very much not work. You would end up colliding the sword with the bubble once again. You can readjust for a second attempt in your next turn. In the meantime, the shambling zombies start sort of climbing up towards Lucius, the rest of the party. The couple that are over here will be doing charging attacks. So this one here is going to be the first, and he is going to charge it's the yet unnamed assassin. Charge. There's not quite enough room for a charge, so he's going to move up to and attack. It's a failure. Number 2 is going to do the same thing. Jax. This time we get +10. Fuck's sake, can I not hurt anyone? Bloody hell. Okay.
Why have you got the fucking?
It's alright. We've got 2 over here for Hendrickson.
Yay.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell. I think that second one is just about a pass. That second one
I
is
can dodge
exactly
it.
a pass. Okay, dodge away then.
Flat.
Yeah, dodging is always flat.
Ooh.
Fucking
Ooh.
hell. You notice that he's charged with
Think
some
again.
sort of like weird shit. Like it looks like a jagged piece of metal. Like it could be part of like some debris, perhaps.
Oh, he went to shank me,
Basically, yeah.
motherfucker.
Prison rules.
Oh yeah, prison rules. He's getting fucking shot in the dick.
Syntax, this guy's all up in your grill.
Quick question: can you dodge an attempted attack even though it didn't hit?
It's assumed that it would be missing. I'm not gonna. No one's ever asked that before. I mean, I would assume so. I mean, you're dodging an action coming at you, so in theory, yes.
Because then you could move away, couldn't you, as part of the dodge?
In theory, yes.
Oh.
So it's okay. It's just a thought.
I mean, we'll roll it in for future reference, yes.
Okay.
But for this one instance, we are in a new
Ah.
round of combat.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
Syntax asking the questions that matter.
apparently
Mhm.
so. Yeah.
Aha, I'm gonna abuse the fuck out of that.
Okay.
That's how you lose nice things.
I mean, the rule is that if you're dodging, you can move up to
A
if
meter
you're
away.
specifically dodging melee attacks. I'll double check all this during our break, which we'll have after we finish off this encounter.
Sorry for bringing it up.
No, it's fine. I need to double check the details. But yeah, you get to move up to your agility, essentially a half move, which is redonkulous, frankly. But yes, back to combat.
Okay. I am going to. Can you, as part of a quick draw?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. I don't think I've got it yet. Yes, I have. As part of a quick draw, can you pass your main weapon to your other hand?
It's considered a weapon swapping action, so yes.
Okay, so I'm going to quick draw my las pistol because I can use that in combat, close combat.
Yes.
Obviously, the sniper rifle I can't, so I'll quick draw a las pistol.
Okay. That's a free action, so I assume you're going to attack it.
Yeah, half action aim and shoot. If I can aim in close combat.
Okay, it didn't connect with you, so I'm going to be nice and say it doesn't count as fully engaged combat. So
Okay.
you get your point blank bonus of a plus 30. That's your range.
Nice.
That's your range bonus, and then any aiming will be the extra 10. Yeah, plus 40.
Plus 40 in total, yeah.
Yep.
Ow.
Fantastic. So, Easter gets up in your face.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I used a sniper rifle. Do you want me to roll it again?
Just roll me damage on the last pistol. Cool. So this guy sort of, I'm gonna say, doesn't go down quite as magnificently as the rest of them have with the fantastic shots, but he just sort of flumps with a meaningful burn. I think might be the best way of putting it. But there's no extensive damage to him. Hendrickson.
Shit. I don't have quick draw.
Pistols can't
Am
be
I
used in close
technic-
quarters.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be using the pistol then, obviously. Yeah. Don't really think it matters which one, does it?
No.
They're both right next to me.
Yep.
There you go. Modifier.
Same applies. He hasn't actually hit you yet, so I'll give you the point blank bonus. So I'm not going to consider you engaged in melee just yet. So that's if you're doing a half aim along with it, that's plus 40.
Sweet. Let's go.
Wah, wah.
Fucking
the-
hell.
Fuck.
Oh,
Basically, shot through takes a sliver of skin off his neck, but doesn't actually hit him.
Boo.
Jackie.
Right. Can I use my axe on the one in front and equip my bolt pistol and take aim at the one near corner at the same time?
Not yet. You can't. You don't have the talent for that.
Fuck.
Okay, my paranoia is kicking in because he's aiming towards me.
I, not at you, not yet. Right, I'm gonna give this guy a
Yes,
full
not
swing
yet.
with the axe.
Is that are you doing an all out attack or
All
just
out
a normal-
attack.
Okay, plus 20, but you can't dodge until your next turn.
Pilot sensors.
Gone. Lucius. You do notice the four guys that are four zombies that have sort of wobbled up above your console. If you want to do a further tech use to get the doors open, I will allow you to do that at a plus 30 since you're well along the way for that.
Thinking I'll just like pop a grenade and then run.
Ooh, interesting.
Just gotta find the grenade thing because it's not really like a normal ranged weapon.
No, grenades are really weird. It's 4 times your strength bonus in range.
I believe it's 3.
3 times. Yeah, I think so. It's one or the other. It's through 3 times strength bonus in range, and you just roll ballistics as normal, and then we do a scatter table.
Oh, I can only go 6 meters, and I don't want to throw a grenade at myself.
Kamikaze.
Is it a full action to throw the grenade?
No, it's an attack. It's an attack action as normal.
Ah, okay, so it's half action.
I remember you can only move up to your agility bonus as a half action. So in your case, talking, you can make it down base of either of the stairs comfortably.
Yep. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna toss an aid at those 4 up on the gantry.
Cool. Give me a.
What's the radius on the grenade?
Armory. Missiles. Frag grenade. Okay, no, apparently we're doing more scrolling.
Frag grenade is 6 meters. Oh, that's quite large.
That shrapnel though.
Ooh.
We'll be brave. I've got a Medicaid Mechadendrite, so I can fix anyone up.
Alright.
Can I dodge behind the chair?
What am I rolling? Is it flat ballistic skill?
Yeah, you're rolling flat ballistics. And if you want to tell me where you want it to land as well, specifically.
Just in between the 2 in the middle.
Is pink for me?
Uh.
Okay. So here basically. Sort of circling around. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Ooh, minus 2 degrees. Cool. Roll me a d10, please. Cool. So that's
Jesus Christ.
2 meters.
I-
Okay, so the grenade sort of squiffs or bounces or it does something and ends up sort of 2 meters off in this pit, sort of back down like the control console pit. So, because of that, I'm gonna say it's gonna do damage to these guys, but I'm gonna give them 4 extra armor points for it, and it's gonna do no damage to this guy out here. Again, because it's just the fact it's down a dip. And I'll give this guy 4 armor points against it as well.
Okay.
So roll damage for me.
Oh god, it's 2d10.
Not bad actually. That is enough to. That is actually enough to knock these guys out. just about.
Hooray, it worked.
So the rest of you see a rather hurried grenade throw. Sort of roll off, sort of back down in here, back down into here, and then the sort of shrapnel sort of cone up and splat against these guys. The rest of you sort of felt the pressure waves sort of go through the room, and there's a little bit of dust generally kicked up, but yeah, that was actually quite successful despite the fumble.
I'll say it's more successful because of the fumble.
I know, right? Theodore, what would you like to do?
Go shoot this guy.
Which guy? Sorry,
I
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking for that guy. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because I assume I've still got my pistol in my offhand, so
Yes.
I have a.
For the purposes of failure, I'm going to consider him in melee combat. So that's a -20 for him being in melee combat, and -20 for it being in your offhand. So overall, you're rolling in a -30.
Ooh.
Or actually, if you want to do, if you're doing a half aim, you can make that -20 overall. That's range and the aim.
Cool. So I half aim and have a go. What could possibly go wrong?
Wow, that's the second one in the night. That's impressive. That's actually very impressive.
Yep.
Nice, and you actually fucking hell, man! You rolled a 10 in damage again.
I'm all or nothing.
Apparently
Mate.
so.
Hence why I rolled a 1 for health and a 10 for fate points.
God.
Okay,
Perfect.
well, Hendrickson, this guy to your right, you see his head literally explode, and there's a general crater sort of out all the way out to like his shoulder blades, and like sort of the top sort of third of his lungs has been blown off as well.
Cool.
Cool. Since that's the room almost clear, we've got this one guy left. What can we do with him? Fuck it, he's gonna flop off, and try and charge at Lucius. I'm gonna do a little agility test, see if he properly flops it. He does indeed properly flop it. Never mind. Flops off down to the floor here and like ends up in its face. I'm going to consider this another free round of combat, since it's going to take that thing a turn to pick itself up. So if any of you would like to just finish it
Shoot
off,
him.
feel free.
Right.
Is this?
Oh shit! Sorry, my apologies, Hendrickson. You've still got one more to get rid of.
Well, fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah, you missed the roll on him. You haven't rolled for him, though.
Haven't I? Okay, well in that case, well, an all-out attack. That's a hit. Would you like to try and dodge it?
I'm gonna try and nimbly dodge.
Fucking hell.
Nice.
This is another fucker trying to shank you.
I think not.
I was going to say, Syntax, technically your go if you want to help out with this.
Yeah, if he's dodged, has he moved away now? Or...
There's nowhere for me to
Not really,
really
no.
move at that part. Because there's
Right.
a wall behind me and stairs to the right.
Can't you like just sweep left?
Oh, the stairs and partially in the way as well. Shit.
For now,
I'm not helping.
Like
I apologise.
tell you what, I'll double check the roll after while we're on the break, which will be happening soon, very soon. If I
Okay,
can.
just go back
But for
on
now,
the stairs.
we'll just ignore the moving on dodging thing, just for simplicity's sake.
I think I can make it to his side, can't I? As a...
Let's see.
You should just get that in time.
I mean,
Forgotten.
comfortably, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go there and take a las pistol shot at that one.
Fair enough.
A melee las pistol shot, not, as in a ranged pistol shot.
I mean, if you're not engaged in the melee itself, you get the point blank bonus. So you're getting a plus 30 in that, which, with him being in melee combat, results in a plus 10 overall on that, not including any of your
Any other bonuses.
any-
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that.
So actually, yeah, it's just plus 10, and since you're moving, so you can't actually aim. Yeah. Sorry.
You are constantly measuring, Sandwich. What's up?
Trying to think if I've got any other bonuses to add.
You wouldn't, I don't think. Because that's like your range thing included, and since you can't aim, that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then what was it? Plus 10, you said?
Plus 10 overall, yes. Nice. Just sort of casually strolling over and curtly just shoot it in the head. Okay, free round of combat, or do reasonable things.
Shoot him!
Right, I'll swap up to my bolt pistol then and move up here if I can.
Yep. That'll be
Lucius is gonna all-out attack this dude that's flapped on the floor.
vulnerable, so plus 30, like as standard. So that plus 50. Go for it.
Oh!
Just barely. You're so busy looking at it with disdain and disgust that you forget to attack properly. But yes, you still get him. I was going to say, a tech use at plus 30 would get the doors open.
You managed to chop a nice cut into him, but you also chop a nice cut into the floor.
Floor.
Fantastic. You hear the sort of door behind the sort of like the maglock disengage, and we'll have a break there for 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna go make some more coffee.
Sounds
Damn
like a
good
plan.
idea.
Covfefe! I don't have work tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. I want coffee.
On that note, actually, how's everybody for time? Because I would consider it's about halfway at this point.
I'm plenty of time,
yeah.
as long as you need.
Yeah, same long as you need.
Sweet.
I've only got to pack a couple of shirts up to head over to England tomorrow, but
Why the fuck are you
easy.
doing that? Don't come here at shit.
I've got a wedding to go to.
Oh shit, that's
I have one of
mansplaining.
those to go to
Yeah.
next year.
I didn't realize that was so soon, man.
Have you finished writing that yet? Are you still like gonna wing it?
Nah, I could talk for 10 minutes about how embarrassing shit is done.
That's probably easier, to be fair. And then do the little D&D thing in your own time, yeah.
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 I'm glad you said that, Matt, because now you've just bolstered my resolve to just wing it and just talk about some real embarrassing shit when I have to do it.
All you've got to do, Connor.
I'm gonna get butchered by a bunch of Catholics.
All you've got to do is compliment the bride, compliment the bridesmaids.
Compliment them.
No,
Because
I know.
you
I have the
to.
perfect one.
And then
I know
it's
the
just
perfect one.
then it's just a 10-minute character assassination.
BRB.
Oh, mate.
It'd be a longer one than that with fucking Mario.
You want to know the thing that's mainly
First time
bothering me
anybody's
about
ever
it,
said
Matt?
that.
Matt? You want to know the main thing that's bothering me?
Go on.
I am a best man who is English and atheist at a wedding between what is essentially two Irish Catholic families.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. You got so many easy digs
Just-
there.
Just lean straight into it.
So, as a Jew, and then go from there.
No, I don't have the nose for that. I'm not you so much.
You can get prosthetic, are you? All you got to do, Connor, so you never get asked again.
All I've got to do is open the speech with, "I'm sorry, boys and girls, I didn't bring my flag."
Yeah, my flag. They took my flag. Or just say, I remember when Lee first told me he was going to marry her. That instant, like, deadpan silence. Instant.
Oh yeah, I imagine
I
would
fucking
get
would.
deadpan silence if I,
Be right back.
mentioned the baby daddy.
Oh, God, yeah. Imagine if he was invited as well. Fucking hell.
Oh, I could bring him as my +1
Do it. Do it and then mention him in the speech.
because I do not
Yeah.
like Lee.
No one likes Lee, but do you like Mario? Not much either. To be his best man.
I ain't got any personal grudges against Mario. I just can't be asked to deal with the shit that he's surrounded in.
Hmm.
I have enough drama over here without fucking having to be waterboarded with their information.
It must be an easy way of getting out of it. Like, you're not allowed to fly anymore because you think you're part of the RAS or some shit.
Oh no, I'm gonna have appendicitis that time of year. Sounds horrible, but like, first non-family wedding, and I'm ending up as the best man for,
Yeah, fucking sucked. I don't do weddings. I avoid them if I can.
Right.
I had 4 to go to in 1 year. That's fucking horrible.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm
If
back.
it was, like, I imagine if it was Phil, it'd be different. Got plenty of
Yeah.
shit to talk about.
Yeah, that'd be a long speech. That would.
I don't know how you did it, Phil, but you managed to engineer yourself into a wedding.
Oh, God. You didn't
I
like
might-
he rolled the dice on there, did you? You're not going to say anything like that.
I could get away with saying so much shit at that wedding if I was to be chosen, but that's exactly why I probably wouldn't be chosen. It'd be Weedy.
Be Weedy or fucking Bear. Fucking Andy get more chance.
Andy?
You know the Bear?
I can't
Andy
remember
Niffle.
that. Oh, he wouldn't be Phil's best man, I doubt it.
No, I think he had more chance than you would, though. You know, if you got that much shit on him.
Yeah, but like,
I think Weedy will need a little small step of ladder so people can see him stand up.
hold on, let me get my sip letter. I need to actually go make coffee. Stop distracting me so much.
It's your fault.
Distracting me with wedding talk. Don't want to talk about the wedding. Have a good time, by the way, Matt. Is Matt back?
He's gone. He's making coffee. He left. He was smart.
I didn't know if he came back or not.
I think so. Not yet.
I'm going.
Actually, are you there, Kilsman?
Yep, hello.
I wanted to apologise for Saturday. I was getting a tad frustrated.
I can't remember what happened, honestly.
Oh, being blocked at shooting someone again. Amongst other things.
Oh, that's okay, don't worry.
Is it nice and relaxing not being the boss, Kilsman?
Yeah, it's nice to. Well, I don't know. I'm like the medic / tech guy, so I'm just doing a lot of like a lot of important roles come down to whether or not someone survives. So I don't know. There's less pressure making decisions, but I've still got to make important roles, saving people.
I get you. I've gone for a similar type of character, but Phil let me customise it the way I really wanted to, which is nice.
Yeah, Phil is a very generous GM.
Yeah, it was good coming up with a proper backstory and her being able to actually be an assassin rather than just you get what
Mhm.
I wanted it to be. By the way, just as a footnote for her, because we didn't really get a chance to do it, she doesn't talk. And she is fully covered. You can't see any like inch of skin or anything.
Back.
We're almost all here.
It's waiting for Philip.
Who's not here?
I don't know. Greg.
Dave, you're not here.
Wait a minute. That's still not finished?
I was gonna
Fucking
say,
hell.
there's one, I suppose, rather important role for you to do before you get out of this room. Wait till everybody's back, because
Oh, did you say we had like a bit of free time in the combat?
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, for meta knowledge, you've got about one round before shit gets real again.
Okay, can I quickly unclip the clip on the sniper rifle, put 3 more shells into it, and then relatch it?
Yeah,
I
sure.
I can't dual wield yet, can I? I can't use the axe on my right and the pistol on my left, can I?
I was gonna say, wait till everybody's back, then we'll get stuck into that again.
No,
Oh.
you'll need to get dual wield.
Indeed. There's a whole load of dual wield and stuff. We'll go into that a little bit later on, sure.
I'm getting another fucking axe then. I'll tell you now.
Well, okay, fair enough. Good luck getting one quite as good as that again, but sure.
I might do. I'll get something.
Where's Kenori's bubble bottom?
What you really need is primitive weapon use, because it don't matter where you are, you can pick anything up and use it as a weapon.
Oh, I have that default by my character. Primitive weapons.
It's quite handy. You can be totally naked standing there and just find something you can use as a weapon.
Oh, a skull!
Well, I mean, you can be proficient in using it as a weapon, but that doesn't make it a good weapon.
Oh, no.
It's a
Just to
new grenade
clarify.
type.
But yeah,
Unless you do some John Wick shit with it.
basically.
Fucking hell.
So I believe only one person has knowledge of archaeotech in the party.
Yeah, it's Lucius.
Yes.
What was that, sorry?
I believe only one person in the party has knowledge of archaeotech. Damn, where's Connor? Completely forgot about the music. Here, have some oppressive gloom. This
I was
just
going to say, XCOM has like really good ambient music. XCOM 2 as well.
Yeah, it does, I agree. It's pretty good.
yeah, the jukebox doesn't do that anymore. It's all like specifically added stuff.
No, you can add your own stuff.
Really?
Sure you can.
There's this slightly alternate player or some shit, wasn't there?
Yeah, there used to be. It used to use SoundCloud, but then they sure took that off because people were raying about copyrighted shit.
Yeah. I'll try and figure out how I managed it.
Okay.
Basically,
remember.
That's right. I'll have a look. I didn't look at it to any real extent tonight. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to sound old now. I can remember playing all the original XCOM games when they came out.
Can I ask how old you are?
51.
51.
Blimey.
Well,
I think
Yeah,
you're
I
the
can-
oldest.
Sorry, go on.
Oh,
I'm the
that's
oldest.
surely-
I'm
yeah,
the
you're the
granddad.
oldest person I know online.
Yeah.
Personally.
Oh, this
You're a year,
age, but
a year younger than my mum.
She fit.
he knows.
God.
Sorry.
How how would
Well,
I answer that?
I mean, he's not from King's Lynn, so I mean, he's not going to know, is he?
But no, I remember playing the original XCOMs, and it's weird. Like, I remember, in fact, I sold the first PCs that were sold in shops. I think they were Compacts. That was the name of the brand, Compact. Because I used to be a man. I used to be. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, John Cleese was advertising them. I think I remember seeing those ads.
I was working for Tandy's, and they introduced these compacts. They were like the first home PC type thing, and they brought them all into the shops, and I was manager of a Birmingham branch. And they're all telling us that we have to take them and deliver them and fit them, and we ain't got a fucking clue what to do. But I can remember playing the old XCOM games back then and thinking how incredible the graphics were.
I remember thinking about that, thinking like that with the populace.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody. That's everybody back. Let's get this shoe back on the road.
We have back. We have music.
We do. It's called Oppressive Gloom, which just, I mean, that's pretty kind of nutshell, right?
Yep.
But yes,
I feel oppressed.
so I'm just gonna get rid of the turn order because I want to move the show along. However, Lucius, I believe if you looked back around, this would be the first time you had a properly clean look at the navigator. Would it not?
Yeah.
Would you be able to give me Forbidden Lore Archaeotech at a +10, please? Fantastic. You recognize the thing covering the navigator's third eye as a halo device. Because of that roll, you recognize it as one you actually heard about, named the Sicarus Worm. What you remember about them is that they're archaeotech for starters, so no one really knows how they work, but what you do know is that they feed off the warp and give their host great power, but in return eventually take over the mind of the host.
Spooky.
And you would surmise it's that warp connection that's powering all this.
Okay. So once Lucius is done, oh, by the way, is there any access to like ship logs, anything like that?
Yeah, you can basic access to ship logs if you wish. Yes.
Sure, like to.
What sort of thing would you be looking for?
Just making sure we're not going to walk into like an unpressure. Oh yeah, need a route to the engine room, and oh no, just like a quick diagnostics run.
Yeah, sure. You sort of you see all the sort of very obvious areas of the ship that are voided in space, mostly sort of around the sort of hull layers. The entire sort of bottom layer of the ship appears to have been locked off since this whole incident. You could sort of pick out a few routes to the engine room, stuff like that, if you really wished.
Okay. No, that's it. Okay, yeah, so once Lucius has finished dicking around on the computer, he's just going to approach the door, open it, and just walk off, expecting his colleagues to follow.
Fantastic.
I shout after him. Where's he going? This prick's still in my chair.
My roll 20 is misaligned. My mouse is misaligned with this shit. What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
how far below him would I guesstimate that this shield would be going?
I mean, as
So
far
it's
as
about 10 centimeters around him.
I was gonna say, I mean, from if you were to sort of, I would say, step down from the platform, you know, it's the sort of like mesh under platform sort of thing. But at that point, you're dealing through like an absolute jungle of wires and pipes and various other things, and would not remotely easily be able to tell exactly what's going to the chair and what's what could simply just be powering the monitors in front of him.
I was just considering cutting a line directly under him, so we could just drag him off to an airlock.
Interesting.
Just literally just remove him from everything.
Okay.
So Lucius standing in the sort of access corridor behind the bridge will just be standing there waiting in the open door, and he'll call out to Constantine and say, "My lord, would you attend me, please?"
Fine.
A good lord knows to listen to his experts.
I'll take a half-hour swing at the guy again and on my way out.
Yeah, he just sort of boings off the warp field again, and
I give it like a stately harumph.
Hurrah.
I'm going to take let's see what would be appropriate actually. Let's see. Theodore has been around ships enough. Hendrickson's been around ships enough. And I suppose Lucius as well, but with general knowledge here, he already knows what the crack is. So, Hendrickson and Theodore both give me perception tests at plus 20.
Nice.
Hendrickson, you notice that the Geller field isn't there.
You fucking what now?
The Geller
That's
field.
not fun.
Even I know what that is. Like,
I know what they are.
Mhm.
Mild concern.
Of course, I mean, every single one of you that's been around a ship would know, of course, that the Geller field is what keeps the warp out. But all you would simply know is that it's not on. Whatever conclusions you may come to that, I leave up to you.
Would I know where Gellerfield control systems and whatnot would be located?
Your best guess would probably be somewhere near the engines, because it's a big boy of power consumption.
That's where he's going, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I'm fucking following him quick.
I'd take a second to have a look over the captain's body and see if there's anything of use.
Oh, the captain's body is down here.
Yeah.
The fucking
So-
panic is setting in my face.
Yeah, so just stroll down there and quick
Sort of quick
once
sort of,
over.
yeah, quick one. So we find his dog tags. Where the fuck did that?
Is it quinoa?
It is not quinoa.
Captain
I-
Pugwash?
I will fucking airlock both of you.
Come on. How about Finky?
It's an old ship. Shit happens.
Ship
Strange name for a ship.
I know, right? Anyway, we'll save goes dog tags. I need to find the little bit that tells me what his name is. Carry on.
Lucius continues to
Yeah.
wait patiently for his lord.
Once
Let's-
he's left, then I'll follow out as well.
So I stride purposely down the corridor and
Like out in
Oh.
front of them, sort of thing.
and hope that somebody lets me know which way I'm going.
That's it.
I'd like
Reassert that dominance. Yeah.
Yep.
We're fucked.
I'd like to mention to the priesty boy that we should probably get the Gellerfield going rather hastily, because I don't like warpy things.
I guess seeing as Lucius read the ship plans, he would be... Well, he wouldn't be leading the way. I guess it would be... Oh, fuck it, yeah, he would be leading the way, because... And it'll just put his probe out, like, 20 meters ahead, just to make sure they're not walking into, undesirables.
Yeah, sounds good. Along the way, you're obviously having to change course quite often because of doors you simply can't get through. Every now and again, though, your servo skull's going to sort of make a little beep for like additional life signs. Would you like to give me a perception check?
From me or the probe?
Who's up front?
I think it's.
I mean,
I guess a further start would be the probe, followed by Constantine and Lucius.
Yeah.
I was going to say the probe has detected something, and it has beeped back to you that it's detected something. So, who would be next to see what the something is?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm meant to be the bodyguard.
Nope.
Sure, why not?
Cool, give me a perception check. Fantastic. You see
There's a corridor.
There's a corridor, and there seems to be somebody down the corridor.
Can I try?
I think they're all trying, really.
Sure.
Perception.
Flat, I take it.
Oh yes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Like, we're fucked.
What do you do with
down
perception again?
corridor.
Just roll perception. Actually, hang on, let me see if you got something better for me. Yeah, roll perception, but except for a flat roll, you can plus 20.
Oh, because of the eye, yeah.
What about
I've got
awareness?
plus
Would
contact
awareness
as well.
Technically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll loop. Nice. While everybody else seems to be sort of carrying on down the corridor towards this shape thing, you recognize it as one of the zombified crew members.
I shall just a single word will shoot out of my mouth, and you'll hear that the voice is distorted, so it's unrecognisable, and it'll just be halt.
Do you all heed?
I stop and say, travel? Question mark.
And I'll just nod.
Can I then charge at it with my axe?
Okay.
Fuck it.
Lucius will stop, but I guess he'll turn the spotlight on his skull probe up.
Yes. Good job.
Where photo contact as well.
Oh right, I forgot about that. Yeah, in that case, you probably should have got plus 20 in that as well. Wouldn't have made a difference actually. No, it wouldn't have
I don't know.
yeah, so the spotlight goes up, and it actually reveals sort of like 4 more of the creatures behind.
How far away are they? I like the intensifying music, by the way.
No, thank you. They're about 20. They're about 20 meters down the corridor from you. There are alternate ways.
Anybody got any grenades?
Grenade.
Got a couple of frags.
Lucius holds out his last grenade.
Bongos
Are those zombos aware of us?
Yeah, they start shambling towards you after you spotlighted them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh no.
Lucius just turns to
Are they?
Constantine and says, "Lord, there may be more unseen."
So they're shambling towards us
Most definitely, yes.
in a hostile way.
Yes.
Well, I'm assuming after the last fight, yes.
A slow shamble might not be initially hostile.
A meaningful shamble.
A shamble with purpose. They're coming to have tea.
I'd like to make a decision.
Will somebody frag these fuckers so we can just get on with it?
They're closing. They're probably about 12 meters at this point.
Okay, Lucius will throw his frag grenade then.
Give me a ballistics roll. Fantastic.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it lands exactly where you need it to. Goes boom. Give me a damage roll. Cool, that's enough. And generally dissects the corpses up enough so that they can't move anymore. However, because of that boom, that very obviously echoed around the corridors near you. Who would be at the back of the party?
Myself.
Give me a perception at a +20.
Roger, dodge. Let me find my character sheet.
Yeah, there's more of them. And there's about 8 this time, coming from where you just came from.
But
I shall make a hand gesture towards Constantine, going, 5 fingers, then 3 fingers, pointing in the direction they're coming from.
I break into a run through the mist of previous zombies in the direction we were heading.
Okay.
Valiantly going forward.
Lucius has a sudden, oh shit moment. He'll order his skull probe to keep up with Constantine, like just a bit ahead, just to give him some spotlight.
Yeah, give it spotlight
awareness.
ahead, yeah.
And Lucius will chase on in the sort of loud, wheezing mess that he is.
Right. Can everybody give me an agility test at a +30, please?
Ha
There's agility.
Fast as fuck, boy!
Sorry, what was that, mate?
Agility at +30.
Is this a strenuous physical activity?
Boom.
I would say after, so I would say one more check, it would definitely be considered a strenuous physical activity. Okay, so
Boom.
all of you are keeping up for now. You're sort of running for a couple of minutes, and you've had to redirect corridors at least twice, because the skull probe has revealed corridors full of sort of zombified crew members.
There's probably thousands of the damn thing.
Indeed. So after
About 100,000?
Yeah. Unless someone's blown out a window.
so after sort of 2 or 3 turns, can I get one more agility test, please? Same conditions.
Is it +30?
yep.
Just press up on the thing.
Cool. Henderson, you're sort of trailing at the back of the party, but you're all still like well within
That's
sort of.
Because
sight
I
of each
sit
other.
on my ass most of the time!
After probably close to more the 6th or 7th detour, Constantine, you're still at the front, yes?
Sure.
Give me a perception test. At
Oh
a
no, he's
+20,
gonna headbutt
please.
one. Please tell me he just headbutts one.
He trips over and headbutts in the dick.
Oh
Fair enough. In that, well,
I'll roll with that, I think.
you sure?
Yeah, I'll stick with that.
The GM just said, "Are you sure?"
What about the probe?
Someone's losing an eye.
It's okay. The probe gives another beep to say that it's detected some sort of life. What would appear to be a service panel of some sort opens up at the side of the corridor, and a disheveled figure, admittedly looking more alive, hops out of the service panel. And can I get an agility test at a -10 from Theodore, please?
Monkey.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And you basically bull straight into this guy.
Sweet.
Can't stop the coal train, baby.
Woo! Try to do a perception check to see what he's running straight into.
The coal train runs on whole grain, baby.
So, you basically bull straight into this guy and knock him unconscious.
Happy days.
Yeah.
One down.
I'm just gonna save the rolls for this bit. You'll catch up, and it's very clear this guy is not one of the zombies.
Yet.
The service panel that he opened is still open, and with the service skull still looking down the corridor in the direction you were running, it gives another little beep, and through the edge of the spotlight you can see some of the zombies sort of shambling inside.
Maybe we should get in this shaft and close the fuck.
Fine plan.
So, what should we do with your new friend?
Well volunteered, Sandwich. You can carry him.
Yeah. I was wondering how to phrase that.
Well, you're in charge. You say you carry the fucker. Pretty much it.
Well volunteered.
I am an officer on deck. You will obey my authority.
You will respect my authority.
Mr. Captain.
Fair enough. So, is there going into the service passage then?
That sounds like a safe place. This guy came from the safe place.
Oh.
Might
Or
not
he
be
came
safe.
running from something. Which is known Phil. Probably what's going to happen.
No, I'm still unconscious. Cool. Are you just gonna try and wake the guy up?
Yeah, can I give him a light slap?
Yeah, sure.
Never
As he's
mind,
over
I
your
think
shoulder,
he's got
I'm guessing
bulldoze.
it's on the butt.
Yeah, I'll drop him down before I slap him.
You're going to drop him down.
Not hard, lightly. Put him on the floor against
I
the
go lightly.
dark wall. I'm gonna pelt them.
Hypothetically,
Hendrickson.
hypothetically, if I was to pour a very, very small amount of Amasec up his nostril, would he wake up?
Oh yeah, that would definitely wake him up.
Cool, let's do that.
Okay.
A very small amount, I say. Like, half a shot glass.
Where'd you get the
Tell you
shot
what,
glass
man.
from?
Pouring spirits up your nose clears the sinuses. It'll clear this guy out. Trust me.
I think we had some wasabi as well as a backup.
Nope.
Constantine watches intrigued.
Do I have to roll anything?
No. So,
A fellowship roll.
Agility roll, see if you hold it steady.
okay, so this guy instantly wakes up and sort of, and sort of looks at all of you, and like sort of flops around the floor a little bit, sort of scrambles back and sort of looks at all of you, and looks to Hendrickson because he was closest at the time of his shocking reawakening. It's like, who are all you?
Can I roll Command. Who are you?
We are you, but sober.
I'm sober. We ran out of Amasek years ago.
Not anymore, mate.
How many years ago?
We've lost count.
What the hell happened here?
Can I get a fellowship roll?
Or can I do an inquiry roll?
I don't know. I mean, the guy's, a little, shall we say, in shock of sorts. I wouldn't say you need to be particularly nice to him, just to show that you're not going to literally kill him on the spot.
Fellowship at what?
Charm or charm would be ideal right about now.
I've got charm.
I have intimidate. So.
I mean, if you really want to try and intimidate him.
Well, but haven't we tried charm
He's got
first?
Amasek on his brain. Leave him alone.
There's still fucking wake up if he's scared shitless.
I've got charm, inquiry, and command.
Charm would work.
So,
If you can
Charm
give
the
me
drum.
charm at a +10.
Oh no.
Right, intimidate it is. Intimidate it is. Intimidate at what?
Are you seriously going to intimidate him? Okay.
Well, trying to fucking work.
I'm not going to stop you, but if you
What?
really think that's the way you want to play it.
Fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
For fuck's sake.
we are running from zombies, so I'd
Yeah,
imagine
I mean,
we're
we
a
ain't
little
got
bit
time.
on edge.
Intimidate at what?
He was also the guy that, saved, basically. So, I mean, okay.
He got knocked
Or-
on his ass. That's
Or
not
he
so
was
enough.
trying to attack us, and I took him down.
Yeah, heroically.
Okay, I mean, intimidate it. He's on the ground, there's like 5. Yeah, I don't know, intimidate +20, I guess?
Wait, Phil.
Fuck! Wait, I'm rolling that again. Fuck it.
Okay.
Quick question, Phil.
See now what?
Yes.
Are we locked in a small room, Phil?
I mean, there's a tighter corridor leading on down the way. This
Well-
it's a service corridor. It's not like a full
So-
size, full length one. Yeah,
Right, we're not in confinement.
you're somewhat confined. Like,
Okay,
the
fair
corridor's wide enough for like 2 of you to stand like exactly shoulder to shoulder, sort of thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so the guy's like scared shitless now. Just to clarify, how were you intimidating him?
Axe to his throat said, if you don't talk, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off.
Okay, now he's properly scared shitless then.
Death World Pit Fire, what do you expect?
Can I put Amasek up his nose?
Oof, that's a massive failure. Yeah, okay, he's scared shitless. He's not going to be talking anytime soon.
Right, can I just kill him then? Do we
No.
No.
Don't kill him. Can I just command him to speak?
try killing him?
I mean, he's asked who you are. You might want to start with that.
Yeah.
What is it with
Can I-
with the power games and giving away names? No! I have to know your name first!
Right.
Is it
I follow
Alan?
the leader. I'm his bodyguard, I have to do it for his
What?
example.
What do you mean you don't know who I am?
Fucking millennials.
You're one of them!
There's only one person here that isn't.
Bloody boomers.
Nothing's gonna fucking go anywhere, is it?
Okay, are you gonna kill him? Or
No,
are
we're
you
not.
gonna be more reasonable?
I'm going to explain who the fuck we are.
Please do.
To the group.
Okay, so the poor fucker's currently sort of like eyeballing, I suppose Hendrickson is the reasonable person?
How has this ended up happening?
I know!
What, are we doing anything, or are we just gonna stay in this
No.
fucking corridor?
I need a moment to compose myself after all this bullshittery.
Just
Take
give him a drink.
take a swig.
Hold on. I'm opening the AMSEC.
I can hear it. Fucking hell.
This. What? Wait. What would we refer to?
Random misfit.
Would be rogue trader, sir,
No.
Lord. I've forgotten the word. Brain.
Are we sure this is going well?
I'm not trying to intimidate the fucker.
Hey, stop talking.
We have just come aboard this ship and found it's in a horrible state, and was wondering what has happened. Would you mind telling us what happened? We are from a rogue trader dynasty. I don't know the words to explain this fucking millennial.
I point at his face and I say,
Oh god.
"Look, look at me. I am the captain now."
So is this going as well as you expected, Phil?
Properly brain fired.
I would say we've hit a hitch at this point.
Yeah.
I intimidate him with the threat. If he didn't talk, he dies. He's not talking, then he knows he's going to have to die.
Yeah,
So why isn't he talking?
He's scared shitless.
Antisocial.
Then he dies!
paranoid.
Take a finger.
No.
Which one? Which one?
We don't have time for this. Take a finger.
How has the paranoid antisocial pilot ended up as the voice of reason?
I'm a sociopath pit fighter who normally uses violence to get anything
No.
done.
Not that I enjoy sticking to scripts for the sake for hilarious lengths of time to the point where it's practical, but you're not acting reasonably. So I'm going to recommend, as the GM, that you maybe just tell him your names and why you're here.
Alright, so I offer the guy a hand and say, "Sorry, I'm Jack." I apologise for being so intimidating. I don't trust new people very easily.
He's still sort of shit scared of you and is looking at somebody else to
My name is Hendrickson, and I am the current pilot of this crew. This is my lord. Lord.
I'm Theodore Constantine III. I'm commander of this vessel. Speak. God damn it.
There's the mute one there. What's the name of the mute?
We don't know. He's mute.
Oh, we have this mute. Don't worry, they're fine. Perfectly good. Don't worry.
Not he.
Jay, don't piss her off.
Are you pirates or?
I don't know. It seems like we're pirates.
It certainly seems like we're pirates.
And
We're investigating what happened to this ship.
You're definitely a fucking pirate, Jack.
What
I might as well, mate.
and what do you intend to do with the ship?
Fly it.
Repair.
Save any survivors if possible.
Whilst holding an axe to their neck.
Does this mean you're going to get rid of the navigator?
Well, we tried. Valiantly, might I add. Our first priority is getting the Skellerfield generator up and running, up and functional.
Yes, please. While I let our lord sort out the fine tuning of this conversation, I'm going to go check the passage we've just come from.
I'm going to say the door's closed and there's no obvious way of opening it for the sake of moving it along.
Right. Yes. Fair enough. Boom. Done. I've checked.
Should we
Seems to be a
make
wall.
should we attempt to make a move on?
I think that's
By like moving further into the shaft?
So you want to go to the engine room?
Yes.
that sounds reasonable.
Okay, well,
Does this
fair-
guy have any objections?
well, fair enough. So long as you're here to, free the ship of this curse, I see no reason not to help you. And he sort of turns around and shuffles on down the passage. You see him sort of not quite skip out of Jack's range, but there's definitely a quick burst of speed to get out of easy swinging range.
Can I rev up my chain axe?
You can rev up your chain axe.
I'm gonna follow close behind. Does this guy have a name? We never asked his name.
No one's asked his name now.
I think we did, but he just didn't answer.
I did.
You asked
Yeah,
with
we
a
did.
fucking axe.
No, I intimidated because he would answer. The leader.
Anyway, what's his face? I'm gonna follow close behind him. I'd like to get this over done quick.
Fair enough.
Yep.
6 hours later.
Yeah, so he's a lot more sort of winding and sort of upping and downing along this route through to the engine room, but he's eventually end up there. He takes you to the core cogitator, which is for those slightly less knowledgeable at 40k. This is the closest thing you're getting to a computer. Brain of the ship, if you want. Main interface. So it takes up like a rather large room, and there is as you can see, a face. It's the most literal interpretation of interface you're probably ever going to come across.
But you said face. I looked at both scores and went, which one?
Yeah. I was looking up here somewhere, wondering what the fuck you were talking about
Yeah.
before you started doing the ping.
IR Dodo.
There's nothing else like outstanding in the room, is there?
No, there's pretty much this room is dedicated to the sort of main. This is the like primary control interface, the core cogitator.
Okay. Lucius will approach the face and begin interfacing. Like, is there anywhere to plug in, or is it
Just
do I
skull fucking
interact
it.
socially?
Milady.
Yeah, I mean you can talk to it. It's essentially a advanced servitor as far as the interface is concerned.
Okay.
I was gonna say, the guy with you will sort of give you a vague actually, I'm for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna say Lucius would know the sort of procedures that it would take to awaken a machine spirit such as this, and fairly standard sort of rituals and supplications. It would take you sort of half an hour or so to spray with sacred unguents and say the correct phrases,
Woo
all
it.
that sort of stuff. To eventually sort of calm the machine spirit down enough to be able to communicate with it on a reasonable and cohesive manner. After sort of 3/4 of an hour of appeasing the machine spirit, you're finally satisfied that it's in a condition to communicate with.
Okay. Yeah. Once that's done, Lucius will instruct the cogitator to activate the Gallowfield.
Did you not have the correct authorization to proceed with this directive? Please present credentials.
Lucius
I have
turns to
I have a
Constantine.
warrant, right?
You do.
I
And
was going to.
I hand that over to the.
But are you handing it over to?
Hmm?
Are you handing over your warrant?
No, just like gesture with it. Like, what do I do with it?
Oh, the cogitator will sort of glance at it and say, "Credentials not recognized."
I hold up the dog tags.
It doesn't respond to the dog tags at all.
I hold up the dog tags again.
I'm waving in front of it.
I wave threateningly. Not threateningly. No, I made this mistake last time.
I was gonna say,
I don't threaten the machine spirit.
I was gonna say,
Sorry.
Looking at the dog tags, you recognize it says Captain Janrak Spargan on them.
Yes. Do I?
After
Phil.
a few minutes of silence, it says, no further interactions will be made until an authorized user presents themselves.
Lucius, is there any way you could find out what class is an authorized user?
Yes, I need the dog tags. Holds his hand out and expects Constantine to hand them over.
I just hand it over.
Okay. What's the captain's name?
Janrak Spargan.
Janrax Bargain. Okay. Lucius commands the machine spirit and says, "My name is Captain Janrax Spargan of the Emperor's Bounty. Activate the Gellerfield's post haste."
Warp transit is not available at the minute, Captain.
Understood. Conduct field test of the Gellerfield until further notice.
Gellerfield test confirmed. Raising Gellerfield.
He'll hand the dog tags back to Constantine and Lucius says, "The Gellerfield's activated."
Those of you that are familiar with spaceships will also who's fucking eating away there.
Using a microphone as a spoon by the sounds of it.
Yeah, fucking mute that shit. Thank you. For those of you familiar with warp travel, as I'm sure you all have been the last couple of months, you will recognize that sort of weird, sort of hair-raising tingle that the Gellerfield can give you when it's raised. So that's enough confirmation for most of you.
Right. Does anybody have anything pressing to do on this side of the ship? Can we go back and kill that brick?
Can we find out do we know why it got turned off? Was it turned off by one of the zombie crew, or some other reason? Can we do perception? Can I do perception check to see if I can find anything else in the engine room?
Perception's just like
Yeah,
common.
you're literally just looking at things. Yeah. I mean, if you want to look around, the core cogitator appears
Could
like untouched.
Could I inquire of the interface as to why it was shut down?
Sure, you'll need to address it.
On whose authority did the Gellerfield generator shut down last?
User not recognized.
You think Lucius tries it? Seems to like him more than anyone
Yeah.
else.
I look over at Lucius and sort of wave in the general direction of the thing.
You hear him audibly sigh, and then he addresses the cogitator once again, and... Oh, fuck, I've forgotten the fucking name.
It is.
You look down at the dog tag.
Yes, if you look down at the dog tags, roll, go. Janrak's bargain.
Yep, Lucius audibly sighs and said, "This is Janrak Spargan, captain of the Emperor's bounty. For what purpose were the Gellerfields deactivated last?"
Warp transit was complete. Procedure was to lower Gellerfield. No
This
procedural
point-
anomalies.
At this point, my character will just shake her head and walk towards the entrance we came in.
Okay.
Lord, I believe
Good.
we're in a suitable position to tackle the artifact.
What was that last word? Sorry. The
Artifact.
Artifact.
I was going to say, you haven't actually informed everybody as to what it is.
No, he hasn't.
the artifact. Am I missing something? Oh yes. No. What?
The entity on the navigator's head, Lord.
Oh, the worm thing.
Yeah, Lucius nods.
Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Stride after our mysterious friend.
Yeah, Lucius would follow. Scorpio about head, etc.
Your little.
Oh,
hmm?
so I stopped, turned around. I'm guessing the weird vent guy is still there.
He is, yes.
I ask him if there's a better way back to the bridge to avoid all the zombies.
He sort of.
If they're still, just in case they are still zombieing about.
Yeah, he sort of stops and thinks for a second. And, says, "Yeah, I can get you close. Yes."
That'll be greatly appreciated.
Fair
Um, yeah.
Okay. So he takes you back up most of the same routes and ways that you came in the first place. Instead, you sort of noticed the passageway that you came in the first place, and instead you sort of take a right and another left and then third right, and then you assume you've went back in yourself, but you went up a level, but it's really weird. None of you sort of really quite catch where you're going, and none of you really have the experience of a sort of a spaceship in this sense. It's all been sort of fairly top level, shall we say. But eventually you end up coming out a side passage, actually right at the door. Bridge. The door is once again closed.
Of course it is. I inquire about the. Along the way, I inquire about the rest of the crew. Is there many left? Or
Sure. Give me.
is he on his own?
Yeah, he mentions there is. There's about somewhere between sort of 10, 20,000 of them left. They're all sort of hiding in some sections of the ship.
Do you know if they're?
10. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, do you know if they're all the other survivors are they airtight? If we opened up the doors, would they not get sucked out? Or are they safe? If we were to open all the airlocks, or to blow out a window.
Entirely sure. I mean, most people are located sort of near the aft of the ship, near the engine room. That seemed to disrupt the navigator's power. Most would be near the center of the ship, I suppose.
How long would it take you to contact all of them and tell them to get somewhere safe if we need to purge any areas of the ship?
You know yourself, it took about sort of an hour or so to get sort of each end of the ship effectively. I would need about another hour or so to communicate everybody if there's going to be like voids open everywhere.
My lord, if the Vox is intact, we can broadcast a message to the ship and contact the survivors that way. Or at least broadcast a message, at the very least.
What kind of intelligence level do these zombies have?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We might give our game away.
Would they understand? Is our medical officer able to do a brain check or brain scan on any of the nearby corpses? Does it happen to be any near?
If they're going to be like fully decomposed, like skeletons, wouldn't they? Surely, after years
Well,
and years.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they got back up and wanted to try and kill us. So they don't have. So they only have motor functions in their head. Maybe they want to register a voiceover.
The zombies all spurted up when the navigator was attacked.
I was going to say, from previous tests, you would be able to definitively say that they are indeed corpses.
So can we do the voiceover?
So can we broadcast but exclude the bridge?
Probably could, yeah. That's assuming the internal box is working. And you're not going to be able to activate that from the entranceway to the bridge.
We can tackle that later. Alright, Lucius is going to draw his Helgen in preparation.
Okay.
Yeah. Constantine draws both his bolt pistols and tells the guy to run one who you can, but will only do that as a last resort. Tell them they'll be liberated soon, valiantly.
He sort of nods his head and shuffles off.
Lucius would turn and look at his comrades and make sure that they're all ready before he opens the door.
So, would everybody like to... what last little bits of preparation would everybody like to do? Door open.
We'll just commit weapons at once over and make sure everything's loaded. I'll put out my bolt pistol.
Reload.
Yeah, we've been walking around for a couple of hours at this point. I'd imagine we've all reloaded and.
Indeed.
Yeah. I'd like to say it anyway.
Yeah.
Because Phil.
Cool. No, come on. When have I ever put this over like that? Come on.
Yeah.
If we're all ready, then Lucius is going to open the door.
Cool. Before you do that, can everybody roll me initiative?
What was that again? It was
A D10
you-
plus agility bonus.
Nice. Same as last time.
Yeah, same for me as well.
I'm consistent.
Got your rolls on for the fight.
Cool. Fantastic. We get to start off. So this time you come to a far better organized crew. You've been expected. I'm going to skip that one turn. Hendrickson. What would you like to do first? Connor,
Hello? Yep.
you're first.
Oh shit, here we go. Half aim and shoot.
Okay, what are you going for?
Well, the center guy.
Center guy it is.
20.
You miss. It takes a chunk out of
Fuck.
the stair behind him. Lucius.
Whereabouts is the door limit?
What do you mean? The door is fully open. So
right away
right
across.
here. So you're just like a little bit thicker. Like there and there. You've full view of everybody. Like you've got your view limit's sort of there. To over here.
Yeah, I just want to take cover as well. Don't want to get shot.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, that should limit your view to but there.
Yep, that's fine. I'm gonna. That's my half action to move, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do a full auto burst at.
Full auto is a full action. So you can take a single shot.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a single shot.
Probably...
Single aim shots are the way forward.
Okay, well you're within half range, so you get your +10. Cool beans. Was this guy right?
Yep.
Cool. Happy enough. Take shot and you disable him. And ducks. Go for it.
Okay, quick question first. Half range is range for the weapon, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. As half an action, I'm gonna take. Can I move to there for a half action?
As long as it's within 4 meters, yes. And it is, yeah.
And then I'll take a shot with the rifle
Okay, what at?
at the middle one.
Okay.
So hang on, didn't aim. So +10 +10 for half range, +10 for sight.
No, sights only work if you're aiming with them.
Oh yeah. Oh, does it? I didn't. I
Oh yeah.
wasn't sure. Okay, so it's just +10, isn't it?
Yeah. Enough. Is it? Give me your 2d10. Extra damage just to make sure. Yeah, it's fine. Theodore.
Cool. Have at these two in the middle here with my bolters.
Wait, two.
Um,
Both of them? Oh no.
oh,
you,
I've not got. I
you
can't. I can't. No.
you don't
You're
have,
right.
independent
Yeah.
targeting, which is the talent you need for that.
Cool. Okay, just one of them.
Okay.
It'll be my. Yeah, it'll just be sort of both hands on it.
Sure.
Any? Yeah, just flat, is it? Guessing.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Not quite, jam.
I'll
Damage miss.
I'll reroll that.
You may. Much better.
There we go.
Sensitive, Tingu Scrat, Tingu Splat. Jax. Jack.
Right. Yeah, Jack. I'll throw out my frag
Interesting.
right there.
Okay,
Ooh.
go for it.
How do I roll frag?
So basically, you just roll ballistic. Roll your ballistic skill.
It's a flat.
Fantastic. It lands exactly where you want. Frag grenade, give me 2d10 the damage. Oh, nice. Frag grenade's a 6-meter blast radius, correct?
That's correct.
Six.
6.
Cool. So, you,
Fuck.
Theodore, Hendrickson, Cerberus Skull, and Lucius all have the option to dodge.
Yeah,
Why not
I'm
in
gonna
cover?
dodge.
I'd like to dodge.
Cover acts as extra armor towards it, but doesn't. It's just combat rules. I mean, it's like heavy plasteel. It's gonna be like.
It's AP 32 plasteel.
Well, in that case, yeah, you're fine.
So no, I'm not going to do anything.
You're most definitely covered, yeah.
Nimbly dodge to cover.
I was gonna say there's no penetration on it, so it is just like good old normal shrapnel. So, since he who smelt it dealt it,
I'm gonna do dodge.
give me a dodge roll then.
Is that flat or
Yeah, dodge is always flat. No, cool.
fight? I don't use that fight point.
Okay,
Reroll
fair enough. You
Ooh.
dodge your own shrapnel. Theodore.
I will dodge.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I'll reroll it, I think.
I think you will, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. 14. Okay, cool. 14 damage rolling through to you. Let's see how we deal with that with you. So you have 7 armor because of fancy armor, and 4 toughness. So that's 3 damage.
That's okay.
Your bodyguard just dealt damage to you.
That's not okay. We'll be having words.
Connor, your
badly.
turn.
Dodge!
Fair enough.
Oh,
And Servo Skull.
fucking Neo.
So close.
I will let you use a fate point on behalf of your Servo Skull if you wish.
No, not worth it.
Cool. In that case, let's see. Servo Skull's got 2 armor. 2 armor.
Does
2
its
toughness.
size puny make any difference to?
It makes it more difficult to hit, but since it's a blast weapon, that doesn't matter. Or since it's an explosion, that doesn't matter, I should say.
Mhm.
your Servo Skull, like, sort of flops to the ground. Oh, actually, that's quite a lot of damage. Give me a second. So that's from his 10.
And if you're talking Neo, I dodged it before he threw it.
You're straight up out of range, actually. Just about, but you are.
I
Forgot
wasn't
about-
though, just before.
Yeah.
Alright, calm down, Morpheus.
I said I thought it was 5 meters and it was at 6. Give me the fucking grenade man.
Let's be honest, Sandwich, you're just a red shirt.
Wow. After this, pretty much.
Your server cell is severely damaged.
Oh.
It's
Oops.
did -6 health. It sort of flops to the ground, like a spotlight falls off, and like it's going to be in need of some extensive repair. However, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to roll dodge twice. Cool. That's okay then. So the this guy here and these two here are lucky enough because it's up here and explosions go up and out. So with the 29, I'm going to give them a chance to dodge that. Our big boy does not dodge it either. Okay. So double check his stats. Okay. Okay, fair enough. This is dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Actually, you know what? That's dead as well. And that's dead. So that I mean that did clean things up a fair bit. On the other
Just
hand,
touch.
this guy will step out from behind the throne, or the captain's chair, and
I'm sensing a Night King moment coming here.
I was gonna say in as part of a charge action, well, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna leave this to the dice between you three at the front. Number 3, Hendrickson is going to charge Hendrickson.
Seems a long way to charge.
Not all.
No, suppose not.
That is very much a pass. You've already dodged this turn, my friend.
Hey.
Oh, a natural.
It doesn't count for bad guys, I'm afraid. Well, it can if I wanted to, but it's supposed to be the Emperor's Righteous Fury, so I don't think so. So, how can you deal with 19 damage?
Badly.
You have 5 armor and 4 toughness, so you take 10 damage.
That's an ouch.
Hendrickson,
Hello.
here you go.
Yeah, shit, here we go. Where's the last guy?
Right below you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the head.
He is in melee combat. So it'll be a -20. -20 for the cold shot, -20 for that. Your range bonus, I believe, is within 3 meters though, so you will get your your point blank bonus, which is 30. So overall, you're a -10. I think if you throw the half aim into that,
Flat.
You can make that. It's a flat roll, yeah. Any
I'll make it.
any critical failures will hit Jack though.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. Reroll. Ugh.
That is critical enough. I was
Oh,
about to
that-
say 4 or more degrees of failure will fucking hell, man. Where does that hit? That is an 81. That's an 18. Cool. I think I might just blasted his arm off.
Oh no. No.
5.
One limb down.
Damage time.
No, actually, I'm not quite there yet. Not quite. Almost,
Right.
but not quite.
He's
Jack,
in melee combat. He can't dodge.
Jack, you take 2 damage. You're severely wounded. Lucius.
Jesus Christ, what am I going to do here? Quick draw axe, and I'm going to charge.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Is that 4 meters? That is not 4 meters. You need at least 4 meters to charge, I'm afraid. You can move up to him and attack him, but you can only get the charge bonus.
Damn. Okay, yeah, I'll move up and all out attack.
All attacks are full action.
Oh, of course, yeah, fuck. Okay, fine. Half action, standard attack.
Okay. I will say he actually. Well. That still wouldn't work. I was gonna say the way to finagle that around. Oh, that you used the server skulls page for that?
Nope, sorry, I've got the drop down as Servo Skull, my bad. But that is Lucius's attack.
Is it? Oh, so it is. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Would you like to reroll that?
I've got 1 fate point left.
I mean, if anything really shitty happens, you can straight up burn a fate point.
Yeah, I know, but on the first session, though, I will not reroll.
You will not reroll. Okay. Alright, our resident assassin, what are you going to be doing?
Am I at point blank range?
Yes. Also in thick melee combat. Well, they are. The target is, I should say.
Yeah, but I'm thinking with all my bonuses, I could pretty much pull off a shot.
Okay.
It would be half action aim. So it would be what? Plus 50, plus 30?
Lord.
Using your rifle, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You are. I mean, at this range, you're effectively holding it up to his head, yeah. So.
It would be plus 80 minus 20, wouldn't it?
I'm pretty sure there's a top limit on how many bonuses you can have. We'll check up on that later. So, you've got your 10, 20. I'm making it 50 minus 20, so you're in plus 30 overall.
50?
So it's accurate half. Sorry, accurate half.
Oh,
aim.
50. 50 overall.
No, you've got your accurate half aim. Then the actual aim itself, so that's 30, and then you're at point blank range, so that's an extra 30, so that's your 50, and then you're taking the 20
My-
off that for being a melee. So yeah, you're plus 30 overall.
My plus 10 to hit. Because
Oh,
a
that as
weapon
well.
master.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
And plus 10 for the sight.
That was included in what I said. So
All right,
it's
so it's plus 40.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try a shot then. Sorry about that.
No, no.
There's just lots of pluses.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there's fucking loads of them. Don't worry about it. I don't think you can fail quite hard enough to hit anybody, but we'll see. Just about, yeah. Alright, yeah, that's not an actual 10 on it. Cool. And... Oof. That's not a lot of damage. Okay, fair enough.
That was the extra damage dice, sorry
Yes.
for the 2.
Oh, no, don't worry. He's still up. Yeah, you sort of hit him like square in the upper body, and he sort of jerks a little bit, but shrugs it off. Theodore.
Cool. If I wanted to draw my
Swapping
Power
weapons is a
sword?
half action.
and I wouldn't be able to move to him and attack.
I was going to say, you could literally move to, you could draw your weapon and move to him, yes. That'd be about it. For the purposes, it'd be like ganging up bonuses. But at this rate, it's turning into such a clusterfuck. I'm going to start really, I'm going to like up the ballistic penalty for shooting into it if a third person were to join in.
Fine, I'm just going to fire my bolter into it. Can I aim? Half aim? I don't know what, I've not looked too much into this, to be honest.
Is it using your
Fairly busy.
bullet pistol, yes?
Yep.
Cool, so if you do a half aim, you're half aim, that's plus 10. You're within point blank range, which is under 3 meters. You are, however, shooting into a melee, which is minus 20. So overall, you're shooting at a plus 20. And as before, any critical failures, like any particularly nasty degrees of failure, as a sort of established minus 4 or more, you will be hitting one of the two people in the melee that are not your target.
Right, okay. It'll be fine. I have absolute confidence in myself.
I'm going to start my new character.
Nice.
There you go.
He is still up. But hurt. Jack.
Alright, if it's a half action, I mean to switch to my axe.
Okay.
Okay, and I just want to check my sheet because I've got Weapon Master. There's plus 10 to hit, plus 2 damage, and plus 2 initiative with all melee weapons.
Yeah.
What
So
I'm gonna
if you're doing a normal attack, it'll be to plus 20. 10 for the weapon mastery, and 10 because you're somebody else, for like an ally in melee combat against the same enemy.
Alright, I'll be doing that then. Fuck.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh. At least it hits.
Sweet enough. And with that, hit. Sweet. With that, you essentially cleave him from like shoulder to hip with your chain axe. He dead.
Thanks, fuck.
Like, full Gears of War. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It is very much wham, straight through.
Whoa!
So that is combat over.
Who has Medicaid?
I was going to say, for those paying attention, the device on his head drops off and falls to the ground.
Can I stamp on it?
You can.
I stamp on it.
It's harder than the ground that it's on.
Cool.
That broken foot achieved.
You mean dented floor?
It dented neither because you're not strong enough, but...
Rip and pepperonis.
Can we... Is anyone... Do like a check to see what it is?
Is anyone going to be concerned with the
I've
fact
already
that
checked.
someone's lost an arm?
We'll get him a new one.
Can we staunch the bleeding? Who has Medicaid?
I think I've got the best chance at Medicaid.
Is it you that's lost the arm?
No,
Ow.
nobody's lost an arm yet. Yeah.
It's just injured, isn't it?
Yeah, you are severely injured.
Can I meditate? See if that help.
You're going to meditate the damage away.
It might work.
You fucking weeb!
I'm a religious man. Don't mock the monks.
This ain't no sword art online. Fuck off.
Oh, working that.
Pray the pain away.
My thoughts and prayers are with you, Sandwich.
I send thoughts and prayers.
We're all going to change our Facebook profile pictures.
So Lucius will just see the device on the floor inactive and just assume it's so. And he'll go over to Jack and start giving medical attention. Very. He's not exactly a man with sensitive hands, let's say.
Fair enough. Give me a Medicaid roll then.
Where's the... I know.
On the floor in front of me.
My
Uh,
attention
does
has
any-
lapsed, but the random guy we found.
Quick question: does anybody have any medical kits, for example?
Yeah, I've got one, which is plus 10.
Medikits are 20, I believe.
They are indeed. Yep, they're plus 20.
Okay, plus 20, and then I got plus 10 for the mechadendrite.
Sweet.
I
okay,
can
so
sterilise
might
it with
get
Hamasek.
Don't you fucking come near me with that shit.
I can give him a swig of Hamasek.
I'll bleed out faster.
Fair enough. Yeah, consider yourself stabilized and recover one wound. There we go. That's the first aid dealt with. Okay. Lord Rogue Trader, what do you fancy doing now?
I mean, the weird hard word thing isn't moving.
It is not moving.
I've adequately stamped on it. I go and check if my chair's okay.
I get the servo skull to throw it out of the airlock.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Are we sure it's deactive? I mean, can we go near it? Right, latching on
That's
the wall.
why I'm. That's
I mean,
why
I
I'm
just
asking.
stamped on it with no ill
Just-
effects.
Yeah, he just
So-
touched it and nothing happened, so...
With his foot, not his hand.
That's
Lucius is
a good
going to
point.
very slowly crouch down, examine it for a second, and he'll pick it up with his hand.
Fair enough. Would you like to give me I mean, since you did so well in the first one, give me another Archaeotech roll at a plus 30. You remember that it requires like elongated periods of time of contact with it to cause any ill effects, but you're not entirely sure what constitutes an elongated period of time of direct contact.
Quick, to the airlock. Yeet that thing off.
What if I'm wearing gloves? Is that okay?
It's probably a bit better, but you know, you're happy enough that it's a matter of days, not a matter of minutes or small amounts of hours. How about that?
Sure. He's going to go over and examine his servo skull, which I imagine needs quite a hefty repair in a proper environment.
Oh
Proper
yes,
tools and
you
shit.
will need
I
it will
I,
take a meaningful amount of time to fix it. Yes.
I shout down from my climb towards my chair and tell them not to chuck it out of the airlock. It might be worth something.
Oh god. Are you sure this is wise? Because I mean, if it gets one of us, it's not going to be easy to
Well,
take off.
it's better in our hands than somebody else's. Just floating
But that-
around in space.
I think you should be more concerned with the fact that your arm is limp.
His arm's not that bad. He's not in critical wounds.
Nobody got any
I
space
shot
to
him in the arm.
Space Tupperware.
I guess
Yes,
Lucius will call up to Constantine, and he'll say, Lord, I guarantee you I'm the best man to look after this artifact.
Can you do it in an airlock, Mel? Just to be safe.
I mean, I kind of want to keep it. I mean, it must have been on the ship for a reason. So
Why do we get the feeling this is going to bite us on the ass?
But Lucius is the man with the rolls. He can inform you. With those rolls, I would safely say he knows the ins and outs of it. So he's your subject matter expert. If you want to ask further,
Yeah.
But
What is
so
it?
yeah, so you seem to know a deal about it. What's it worth?
He stands in contemplative thought for a moment. And then after a few silent moments, he'll say, "This could buy a fleet."
Cool. Find me a size sealed box.
Is it safe? Is it 100% safe for us to keep around us on board?
As long as nobody touches it for a few days
But is it safe?
at a time.
Is it
Did I,
risky?
did I not say size sealed box?
Where are we going to get a sizable box? I didn't bring one.
Truth being, Jack, we know very little about this device. It is archaeotech. But with sufficient tools and with sufficient facilities, I personally will be able to better define its characteristic.
I suppose anyone's got any decent tools lying about on the ship.
okay. So
Yeah, I'd imagine a ship this size would have some sort of containment.
to clarify for you, this is a
Okay.
ship to salvage. It is not in a space worthy like fashion at the minute. I mean, in theory, if you wanted to put resources into fixing it, you could, in theory, have a cruiser at some point, but there's going to be lots of steps to that, and it will the campaign will, for the most part, essentially revolve around finding the people and resources to fix this thing. If that's the
Can we
way
sell the ship?
if hypothetically, if that was the way you wanted to take the campaign, we could do so. But I would also say that it might be more fun to do other things to acquire the resources and then do it in one lump sum, shall we say?
So
So
what I'm
what's
saying is we sell this worm.
a buy a fleet,
I might
and then we blow this one up.
I might say that buying a fleet would be an in-character exaggeration from a lack of meta knowledge. From a GM point of view, I will say that selling it most definitely would get you some money. But I mean, you've seen the damage it can do, so who would you sell it to?
Moron.
That is, we'll call it food for thought for the next session.
Connor, do you have any friends you don't like?
You.
Any rich friends? Any rich friends? Rich, dumb friends.
Yeah. Do I have any rich dumb friends?
Yeah.
Oh, you have loads of rich dumb friends.
Sword. What's that to all them?
I don't really have many friends. I have.
Do I have any rich dumb friends with access to size sealed boxes?
Most
I don't-
ships would at least have like one or two.
Would there be any on Magunga?
No. In the brig of any ship,
Not
there would
anymore.
be at least one or two side dampened cells for psychers that went rogue. But
Yeah, I don't want it anywhere near rogue psychers.
I'm not saying there's necessarily psychers in them, but there would be cells available just in case.
My character only has 2 friends.
Well, so
Testicles.
just to wrap this up, sort of vaguely on time, how would you like to go about sort of salvaging this ship? Like, what would
Well,
is there anything you'd like to do to try and make it easier, or are you happy enough with how it is? Or
well, we need inventory.
okay,
Well, it's like, what, 10,000 left on the crew somewhere?
I was gonna say, Rotator's got a slightly vaguer resource sort of system than like literally giving you a volume of money. It's called profit factor, so it's in a more like quantifiable resources sort of way. What you can do with them would contribute to the profit factor.
Hmm.
I mean, some items and artifacts can be quantified in an amount of profit factor, but you're not. You will not be literally going from room to room in this ship, going, "Oh, this looks shiny." That's not how this is going to work. This will work as I will essentially give you a profit factor from this expedition. That's basically how this is going to work. Are you happy enough?
Think so.
Skadoosh.
Okay, I'm going to be a little more direct. What are you going to do with the surviving crew members?
Well, we can jettison them, or can we sell them?
You want to jettison or sell the remaining crew members?
What, if we're not going to use this ship, then what's the point of keeping them?
Both are options, if you really want.
Right, I grew up on a tough planet. There's not a lot of food, not a lot of people, so it's fine.
I mean, we could just vox them and tell them to send their like hierarchy up to the bridge, and we can figure out what we've got.
You're saying
There's
like
thousands of them.
yeah, there are thousands of them.
Yeah. So send the highest ranking if they have a rank structure.
Okay.
I assume that they're not total
I'm
Neanderthals.
It's just for the record, I'm considering the session sort of over as such. So this is
Yeah.
purely just what you're going to be doing. It's like more of a general process and what you intend to make happen.
Yeah. I would say we need to speak to the inhabitants and figure out what systems are still functional and what we can salvage, both in terms of crew and the actual ship.
Okay. And what would you like to happen, crew, after the operation's over?
Depends on the answers they give.
No witnesses. Burn them all.
Oh, that's a good point. Nobody knows we've got this dangerous worm.
So we're kind of out of character now.
Yeah.
Right, that's good.
Take the crew. Yeah, remember ships take many, many thousands of people to operate, and you will probably soon be getting a ship, and it will probably need a crew.
I will also say this is not going to be around like the other campaign. You will not be receiving a completely fresh ship because those just don't exist anymore. Pretty much every ship in service will have its own crew, its own lore, and stuff like that, as sort of mentioned in the chat. If you wanted, you could definitely utilize some of the survivors as additional crew, especially some of the more like specialists and whatnot, and I could use that as maybe a small bonus to the crew level on your new ship. You can use them to salvage this ship, perhaps.
There's all the crucial systems in
Or
that.
you can be kind and just ferry them to some port or planet and let them go.
They
either
can't be
way.
trusted. Void them.
Or obviously, yeah, you can just straight up.
Can't we just
No, because
accidentally blow up this ship while they're still on it?
Now that's what I call
Some-
space genocide.
we did something similar in the last one, and Phil got creative, and we summoned a demon.
Yeah, but we're just gonna push them at airlocks.
The
Wait.
servants of the Emperor, you
Or
wouldn't.
push them out of airlocks, or sacrificing them to the void.
Or we could say they tripped and fell into the airlock and accidentally hit the button.
Hmm.
Should make it like a mass accident. No matter.
Only you, sandwich. Only you.
It takes some
See-
convincing, but
yeah.
Fucking.
See, I got the completely wrong end of this. I genuinely thought we were salvaging this ship to sort of do up and make our own.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is battle damage to like.
I see.
This
I
is,
see
this,
now.
This is
I see
like,
now.
I was going to say, to refit this ship would probably cost more than it would to like refurbish an existing one by like almost every single
That
part of this
makes-
ship. Like
That makes a
there's-
lot more sense.
Yeah, there's like at best two maybe three actually serviceable parts in this ship, which are the bits you're going to be salvaging. That sort of thing.
and then whatever's left,
Cool.
we can just try and sell for scrap.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Yes.
Alright, so, I mean, are we near any, like, nearby planets we can dump the rest of the crew off?
Don't. I mean, it's okay. Don't worry about like the nitty-gritty details of salvaging the thing. You just need to tell me what you plan on doing with the crew, and that all gets worked in. It's relatively hands-free in that sense.
Take
Keep-
take the best members of the crew for our new crew, and then ferry the rest of the survivors on the big ship that we came on to the nearest port.
Yeah, we should probably try and contact the other ship for ferrying purposes, because I don't think my gun cutter's gonna, cut it.
I was going to say.
Oh, God.
Like I said, don't worry about the details like that. It's literally just like an intention. There's no screwing over
Flavour.
like that. This is, we'll be doing a fast forward. She's arriving back at port for next session, sort of thing.
Yarp.
I mean,
Don't worry about the.
I'd imagine that if they've managed to survive this long, then they'll be fairly resourceful.
I do have a...
It might be, and thankful, I'd imagine. So I'd imagine they'll make good
Well,
additions to any crew.
You
I
saved
do-
our lives. We are eternally grateful.
I do have a question, though, Phil.
Mhm.
How much XP?
I was about to get to that after you finished discussing. So let's just put it this way: there were variables marked down for additional and negative profit factors. So I know what number you're getting. So for that module, that was an entire demo module, all in one session. So that was effectively mission 1. And for it, I'm not going to bother with the bonus qualifiers this session because I haven't quite decided what they are. Plus, you're already getting a lovely lump sum of 500 XP.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
Like I said,
550 spend.
the way XP is going to work is for each session, there will be a minimum of 250. I will add additional 50 XP qualifiers for decent roleplay, particularly cool moments, particularly funny moments, or as well as making large acquisitions or selling a new venture, or anything I feel like is plot significant.
Good flavour.
Yes. Anything I feel is particularly positive will earn extra XP. Likewise, any dice rolls that are particularly interesting may earn extra XP, depending on what goes on. But yeah, that's nothing more for me for this week. Other than thank you for joining. Had fun.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Huzzah.
Cool. Same time next week, unless anything changes, which I highly doubt. And,
Yes. No one died.